Hey everyone. ICE just murdered another U.S. citizen. A U.S. citizen who is not threatening, impeding, or obstructing their duties. If you think this federal agency should be murdering U.S. citizens, then by definition you're a traitor to the United States and its Constitution. If you believe the U.S. Constitution and the rule of law, well, I urge you to contact your representatives immediately. This is yet the latest example of a U.S. citizen being executed by ICE for no lawful reason. We have the rule of law in this country, and this agency is clearly not following it. ICE is made up of untrained, terrified, broke-ass bullies who signed up for the money and a reason to feel tough as they terrorize and murder U.S. citizens. Get out of your online echo chamber bubble, stand up for what your Constitution says are your rights, do something about it, or you could be next, or your loved ones could be next. This is my opinion only, but we should reach out to our representatives and demand accountability. Let's start the show. Welcome to another DragonLance Saga gaming episode. Today is session 20 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 heavily customized Tyranny of Dragons actual play. It is Brock and New Cult the 24th. My name is Adam. I would like to take a moment and thank the DL Saga YouTube members and Patreon patrons and invite you to consider becoming a member or patron. You can even grab Dragonlance Media or get $10 off by signing up to startplaying.games using the affiliate links in the description below. Now, every one of these Dragonlance Gaming episodes serves as a fundraiser for nonprofits supporting our active duty service members and veterans. All donations go directly to those organizations. Last time on Tyranny of Dragons. As Jamna quickly figures out the heroes are getting into trouble in the middle of the night, she goes to create a distraction outside, pulling the majority of the laborers, guards, and even Bog Luck out into the night. Lucan feels pulled in the direction of the storeroom by Mishakal and discovers Elemier in the storeroom and the heroes finishing up combat with Bakali in the strong room. Jamna leans in as they're talking and lets them know that they need to get out of there before they all return. Turns out there's a secret tunnel. They follow it out into the jungle, following a marked trail. After a day of traveling deeper into the jungle, they ran across some natural dangers, a shambling mound, and even quicksand, before arriving at what seemed to be a deserted camp. As they were investigating the camp, Bakali arrived and engaged in combat. The heroes plowed through them and captured one. They discussed the area and their aversion to the cult when the Bakali thought perhaps these heroes could assist his people in liberating themselves from the cultists. They end up working together, and Snapjaw, the Bakali leader of sorts, leads the heroes towards the citadel of Karak-Tor. En route, they were attacked by more crocodiles than they had ever seen in person. It seems the swamp itself is trying to stop them. Will the heroes make it out of the swamp alive? Let's find out today. All right, I'm starting the session now, so you should be able to see the map here in just a second, and we'll dive right back in. Oh, it saved all the initiative order and everything. That's great. So I'm showing it's Crocodile L's turn. So they must have gone last. So let's just go to the top. Gunnar, what are you going to do, Gunnar?
Remind me, is Gunnar, because I know that there's some people that are hanging outside the boat, some people are inside the boat. So is Gunnar in the boat currently?
Yeah, so everyone that's out of the boat should physically be out of the boat.
Gotcha. I guess Gunnar is it's kind of hard trying to swing a two-handed weapon while you're trying to stay in a boat.
Yeah.
I guess we will go with use a javelin here because we can do that as a one-handed. He'll just try to stab the closest crocodile to him twice. So I guess it would be.
So L is actually underneath the surface and partially underneath the actual boat. The closest I think would be either F or D that you can see. But again, you see Sato sort of standing up in the water. So you know it's not terribly deep. So if you suspect there's a creature underneath the surface, you can sort of just look down and try to jab L that way as well.
And does this one have Lucan grappled?
Gosh, I should have watched the end of the last. I didn't. That was 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. Does anyone remember Lucan?
Yes, he has me grappled right now. I'm currently trying to fight him off.
I listened to the last of the stream on my way drive to work, so I remember somebody was grappled. So yeah, I think Gunnar will try to move back in the boat and try to stab this thing twice with his javelin here.
Okay.
This will be a +7 to whatever this roll is. I'm just gonna roll on the map. So it'd be 18 for the first one.
H. So you're looking for a 12 on armor class. So you jab into its head with the javelin. Give me some damage.
1d6 + 4. 5. The minimum damage I can do with this thing. He'll just stab it and he'll pull it up and he'll try to stab at it again.
Okay.
I
mean, it's fair. You're in a canoe, so you're trying to balance yourself and you're trying to jab this thing.
And trying to stab. So that one should hit with a +7 to hit, making it 17.
Yep.
And then that one finds a little bit better purchase. It's going to be a total of 9 damage with the second.
Oh, nice.
As he's just being angry and stabbing at stuff.
You can see it just flipping and moving around, sort of spinning, doing this death roll situation with Luke. And as Lucan's like gasping for breath as he's getting above water and then pulled back down by the weight as you're just jabbing into this ancient reptile. Anything else for you, Gunnar?
No, however, with the javelin, he and the weapon mastery for the 2024, javelin induces slow. It says if you hit a creature with a javelin to deal damage to the creature, you can reduce its speed by 10 feet until the start of your next turn. If the creature is hit more than once, the property speed doesn't exceed the 10 feet. So it can't move, it can't spin quite as fast. It's slowing down a little bit in the spinning, I guess.
Fair enough.
More if it tries to drag him off, it can't go as far. So that'll be it for Gunnar.
Elemier, you're up.
Elemier is going to, seeing Sato in front of him standing up, is also going to stand up and wade over next to Sato.
So the river is sort of pushing against you a little bit. As you're sort of moving, you move a little bit faster than you would have thought. And just moving through, not being able to see the bottom and having water push you, just give me a dexterity check really quick.
Okay.
Yeah,
be a 9.
You're good. So you slip a little bit on like some moss or some rocks underneath your feet as you sort of find your purchase again and you're swimming up toward this crocodile. What do you do?
I'm going to slash it twice with my longsword.
Bring it out of the water, just hacking down at it. 26. That's a natural 20.
Yeah, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
So
I'm so used to like roll 20 giving you like some sort of like blue outline or green outline or something that.
Yeah, at least it does the damage for you. So 17 damage on my first hit.
Oh my gosh.
Is that one still alive?
It is. It like rears its head up and there's this massive gash going like through its back shoulder and neck, almost like removing the little like leg on the side of it, on the front side of it.
Yeah, and then on his downswing, he just drives the point of the blade through its snout. If that's a 21 to hit.
Oh yeah, it drives it right through.
And 11 damage.
It stops flailing as you're holding your longsword in there, and its body just starts to get like pulled by the natural current of the river as it's moving. Are you gonna slide your sword out of it?
Yeah, he just kind of pushes it backwards and pulls his sword out, and is then going to use the rest of his movement to try to get up next to Seto and grab a hold of the boat.
Okay.
That's it.
Moving over there, you grab a hold of him and you're grabbing the boat. You can tell that there's another croc just right underneath there somewhere. Garrick, you're up.
I think Garrick's going to continue paddling to see if we can get some distance. We're both still in the
We're both still in there, so yeah, he'll just keep hoofing it towards the other guys because he's better from range.
Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is about all you're going to be able to get going against the current up the river. But just paddling as much as you can. Kithris, that's going to be including or not including your assistance. You're not going to be able to go much further than that anyway. Anything else, Garrick?
Nope, that'll be all. I can really do.
Garrick, the things to kill are that way. What do we do?
So as the crocodile that Elemier you just slashed apart, you see another crocodile move to intercept it and grab it and just drag it under the water. And you see a bunch of turmoil on top of the surface as if something's happening. Then blood is like oozing further down the river. We'll go with gray. All right, Crocodile B, where you is. Here we go. What's your movement? Swim 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then it's just going to move up underneath. Crocodile C. Oh my gosh, they're everywhere. All right, he's underneath. So he's actually going to... 1, 2 is going to be Elemier. 3, 4 is going to be Sato. So it's going to go and bite at Sato with its massive jaws, just reaching out, 20 to hit, snaps onto him again for 7 damage, and he is currently grappled and restrained. I'm just going to do like a little yellow on him to indicate that. Same with Lucan real quick. Crocodile E. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is like moving up right behind you, Kithris, and you see its head is sort of coming up out as if it was going to bite. Kithris, you're up.
So E is like coming up out of the water like this?
Yeah. Like swimming hard toward you.
Garrick, are you hungry? How's some crocodile sound?
And I will cast a firebolt. Or not firebolt, I've produced flame. So you see he will breathe into his hand and then huck a produce flame into the open mouth of this this thing. That's a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
And garbage damage. Always garbage damage. I rolled a 2 and a 1 for 3.
Its mouth shuts down and it's just and it sort of submerges under the water for a minute.
Yeah, it smells tasty, doesn't it? Let's go.
Kithris is excited. He likes to, get in combat. So
right. Anything else? On Kithris?
Nope. I think he's good.
All right. F is going to launch its body out of the lake and sort of land half inside the actual canoe itself on Gunnar. It's going to try to both attack Gunnar as its body is flipping the canoe over. So first we'll resolve the attack attempt. So it rolls to hit with a 10. Gunnar moves back out of the way as his jaws snap right in front of his face. And then I need a disadvantaged dexterity as the entire canoe flips over if he's going to try to stay holding onto the canoe.
All right. The lower roll +2. So it looks like a 7.
So you're holding on to the lip of the canoe, but it actually turns upside down and you just sort of splash down in the water. Your feet are sort of dragging on the bottom part of it as you're holding on, the bottom part of the river as you're holding on to the top of the canoe. All right, Lucan, you are restrained and grappled.
Yes, I am.
Break out.
How are we looking across the board, by the way, from last time?
In what way?
We look like we're in the middle of crocodile soup, bro.
In terms of how's everybody feeling? Do I know, or is it just me and Gunnar right now?
I mean, as far as your character knows, all you know is you're pulled off of the thing. You have no idea about the state of anyone else.
Well, I am going to try. I'm being dragged underneath the water, right? So I can't speak.
Oh, correct. No, you're gasping for breath.
Dang. Okay. Well, this is where I'm going to struggle, but that's okay. So we're going to... I was going to have that. Okay. I'm going to try to break out and just see if I can get out of this in general.
Okay. So you're basically doing a strength check, I believe, here.
And I should have asked, which way is Gunnar falling off the boat here? I just kind of moved him off into the water, but
At this point, I think that's... Well, no, it would have flipped on the side of the weight of the crocodile. So, yeah, I think that's good.
probably this way.
Yeah. So you're looking at either strength athletics or acrobats dexterity in order to try to break this grapple.
Well, we are going to use athletics. I'm going to fight back at him, and we will see what happens.
Would Gunnar be able to use a reaction to give him the help action, or I guess that's a regular action?
With
as well?
grappling, no. Because one, I mean, you just flipped into the water yourself, and you were like holding on to the lip.
That's true. That's fair.
And in any case, it's not even your turn to do anything. So Lucan, you're like doing your best to try to grip onto its mouth, but as it's flipping around in the water, just sort of dragging you down, and just the panic is surging of trying to get a little bit of oxygen. You're unable to break free of this grapple.
Unfortunate. I believe that's all I have then.
H. That is this bad boy. Yeah. It doesn't say there's ongoing damage or anything. It's slowed, so it's going to drag you 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away in the river. Sato. Just splashing everywhere like, oh, help! Sato's up. Oh, yeah, you're grappled, Sato. So we're going to need either athletics or acrobatics.
Sorry about that. Was that for Sato?
Yep.
Have to roll over here.
He's grappled by C, right?
Yeah.
All right, so it would be a 16.
You grab the mouth, you stretch it out, and you yank your body out of the side of it. Elemier was already holding on to you, so he sort of anchors you in this action as you force yourself out of the grapple with the crocodile. Nicely done. Crocodile.
All right.
You do have a move action if you want to take it.
No, I was going to try to use a cantrip, but...
I mean, your standard action would have been to get out of the grapple. Do you have any other?
So, no, I'm good.
Okay. I is going to swim directly toward Elemier and attack with a 12 to hit. Elemier, you don't even really notice it because it tries to snap at you as the river is sort of fighting it, and it's just nips the tip of your armor on your legging. Crocodile K. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Launches on top, and he's going to try to attack Kithris from the top. 14 to hit. Kithris,
Yep.
You sort of like lean back and the mouth snaps right in front of you as the weight is pushing down on the back of the canoe. It starts taking on a little bit of water, but the weight of both you and Garrick are sort of offsetting the force, but water is starting to leak in the back. L. This crocodile is going to swim underneath and around to Gunnar and try to grab him. The two crocs are fighting over a piece. Oh, with a 20 to hit, he takes 7 damage and he is grappled and restrained.
Okay. Reason white for that, yeah.
Yeah. And then you start to see Jamna and the other lizard folk coming back. They're like pulling out spears and they're letting the boats just sort of glide back toward you down the river. Jamna is looking over. Oh, who can she see? That one's underneath. That one's under the water. Kate just came up. And he's 40 feet away. She's going to try to use... Hold on, let me add her.
So that was 7 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jamna. and then they'll fall into the normal initiative range after they do this first initial attack. So she's going to do a Ray of Frost, striking out at this crocodile. So it's going to have to do a... on a hit. It's just a melee range attack. So what is that? Just dexterity? Oh, spellcasting right here. Let me roll it from here. All right, 11 to hit. The crocodile has 16 or 12. A 12 armor class. So the ray goes shooting across it. She starts screaming out, "Get up in the boats quick! What are you guys doing? Stop squirting around in the water!" Snapjaw. We're going to add him. You see him throw a javelin at Kay as well. 16. The javelin strikes in, doing 5 damage. And it pushes
Snapjaw.
Kay back off just with the current of it sort of being shocked. The other 2 lizard folk, they're actually going to pad a little bit harder so they can get further down. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then we're going to go back to the top with Gunnar.
So is F on top of the boat or under the boat?
So the boat is capsized upside down. So F and L are in the water with Gunnar. L has Gunnar in its mouth. I don't know. I can't do order of things in this. So like height order, you know.
Yeah. So I can either attack the one that's holding me.
Well, you can't attack because you're restrained.
Oh, because I'm restrained as well.
Yeah. Once you're grappled with this creature, you're also restrained.
Got you. So speed 0, and then your attack. Okay, so he's just gonna try to strength his way out of this.
Okay.
Is it a strength check or strength save?
It says use an action to make an athletics check.
Oh, athletics check. Gunnar's athletics is +7.
Yeah.
If acrobat's
bucks know what
better,
that means.
you can do that.
6 + 7, so it's gonna be what, 13?
That's what you need. You pull it open, you get yourself out, you sort of find your footing underneath the water, and there's 2 crocs right in your face. You gonna take a move action or anything?
No, like he's torn between trying to go and recover Lucan, but he also knows if he also wants to fight stuff and knows if he runs away he's gonna get snapped at. So what would Gunnar do? He'll stay, I guess. And fight.
All right. Elemier, yeah.
All right. So Elemier is not aware of Crocodile Eye, right?
Yeah, no, you know it came up to bite you, and you know it just missed barely.
I think I'm gonna attack Crocodile C on the boat and see if I can like pull myself up.
So
after.
to be fair, it's underneath the boat, and I forgot to take this off.
I gotcha. All right, I'll attack Crocodile Eye then.
Okay.
So he raises his longsword. Oof, that's an 8.
It hits into the water first, completely slowing your momentum, and misses the croc for the first hit.
Second attack's a 22 though.
A 22 definitely hits. You sort of angle it and jab it in through the water. 9 damage. Nice.
9 damage. And
You see blood sort of drift up and then get diluted and just sort of disappear. Anything else in your
that's
turn?
all I got.
Garrick, you're up.
Okay, well, I think Garrick will say, sod this. And seeing his other friends in the water, he'll run past Kithris and jump into the water at the back of the boat and go for K.
All right.
Bonus action, he'll Hunter's Mark K.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see if he hits.
Just
He's,
crawling over. Kithris. Ah!
Yeah.
Just wondering if Garrick's bipolar because like we were rowing away, now we're fighting. He's like,
What is happening right now?
Garrick's like, everyone else is in the water. I want to get in on this.
Yeah.
Pool
So
fight.
23.
23 hits.
Yeah, I'll throw one of my uses of Dreadful Strike in it as well. So
nice.
so that's 4 plus 3,
That was-
7.
Oh man, you really
That
hate
was just
seeing those
about-
ones and twos.
Yeah, but that's the way it goes.
So that was your scimitar. So you come in slashing at its massive
Yeah.
face, just slash right down its like long elongated nose, and sort of like dips its head into the water. Anything else on your turn?
No, that's it. That's my bonus action and everything.
Crocodile A, where are you? So he was feasting on the other one. Crocodile B. I'm losing track on where these crocs are. Oh, hold on. I'm ungrouping you so I can find out who that is. Where the hell is B? Oh, it's right here underneath. So it's going to leap up and try to tip over the entire thing. Give me a dexterity check. Kithris, please. The entire canoe.
16.
So you grab hold, and as the body comes surging up, like almost like it just kicks off the water, the entire canoe tips almost fully sideways. More water starts flushing in, but as its body settles back down, you sort of counterweight it, and it evens itself out, and you stay within the actual canoe itself. C is going to try to bite right back at Sato again. C is for cookie. 14 to hit. I think that hits Sato.
That's a deep cut reference there, Adam.
Yeah. What's Sato's armor class? 12. So it hacks in, or like bites right back on him, grappling him again and restraining him. 7 damage. D. Oh man, there's not a whole lot of people to attack at this point. D is going to come up and, so let's see, it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's going to attack Elemier as well. 18 to hit.
Beats it, beats it.
7 damage. You are grappled and restrained. E. E is going to attack Garrick. Whoa! 23 to hit. Garrick, you are
Yeah, that
grappled
hit.
with 7 damage.
Okay.
Kithris, you're up.
Well, that was stupid.
Kithris will. Seeing that he's now got this, Kithris is going to leap out of the boat, and with his greatsword, he's going to try to like drive it down into this crocodile cave.
So keep in mind
Uh,
that you can't occupy a space that any of these people are taking up. So you're going to have to find a square that's unoccupied.
Can I cannonball over here?
You can,
Or
well,
or is-
yeah, give me a dexterity
get-
check on your jump.
Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how to get out of the boat and be effective here. Yeah, nope. He trips and falls off the side.
So you
of
can
the boat.
still
Where
get
do I
out of the
fall?
boat and go to where you were going to go. It's just you like trip over like the little wooden seat that you were on, the little edge of it.
Yeah.
The entire canoe capsizes anyway, and like it flips over, and you splash into the water really ungraciously.
He is like, for a hot second, there's a moment where he like looks for Lehigh, who would have applauded his efforts anyway, and she's not there, and he's sad. And he'll make way down here and start swinging it. Now he's pissed, so he's gonna start swinging at this crocodile. Was that 16 to hit
Hits.
for 7 damage?
That's all you needed. You hack into it. You finish what Garrick started, and the 2 pieces of the crocodile go drifting into the murky river and wash away. Anything else on your turn?
Is he? That was the one that was grappling him, correct?
Oh yeah, so he is actually ungrappled at this point.
Okay. I have a second attack. Am I able to step forward and
Oh
swing
no,
at
it
this
was
one?
E that grappled him.
Oh, it was E that grappled him. All
Yeah.
right, so that one's out of the way. Can I step forward and attack at E, or
Yeah, you got a second attack.
we waited all the way to level 5 for this, and I already rolled it. It was a 9 to hit.
Oh no.
But
5.
Yeah.
I do get grazed with the great sword, so even if my attack roll misses, you can deal damage equal to the ability modifier used. And so it is still a +2. He takes 2 damage.
2 damage.
Yep. It's not much.
No,
I'll
it's.
add it.
I mean, it's better than nothing. You barely miss him as he's like flipping around, and Garrick's like gasping for breath, trying to get spitting water out as he comes back up for air
Garrick, hold him
momentarily.
still. I can't hit him.
Hold it still.
Make him stop moving. Just hold him still.
So I'm just gonna lock these guys in squares here. Crocodile F is gonna attack Gunnar after he just broke free. 14 to hit, I think, is a miss. Gunnar sort of like slaps the mouth out of the way as it comes to lunge for you. All right, Lucan, you're up.
My holy symbol is going to glow with light. I'm going to use Divine Spark, part of my channel divinity.
What are the
To try and-
components on that?
There is no component for this. This
So
is just
no
a magic
verbal-
action.
No somatic.
It says as a magic action, you point your holy symbol. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, the spell itself should have some reference to VSM.
This is not a spell. This is channel divinity.
Oh, so it's
I
just
don't
a
think that
power.
has any
Then no,
VSM.
it's not a spell.
Okay.
Okay. And so what does it do? I'm sorry.
So I need him to make a Constitution saving throw, and I'm going to try to deal damage to him, basically.
See, you
Not a
can't.
huge
You're
amount,
restrained though.
but
You
it
can't
helps.
take actions.
Oh, okay. I thought restrained. Oh. Thought it was just a movement thing. Then I'm just going to try to break free.
Oh wait, hold on. So restrained is your attack rolls have disadvantage, and then grapple is you have disadvantage on attack rolls against any target other than the grappler. So you can take that action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, holy symbol's going to glow, and I'm going to try to deal damage to him. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution for H. What's the DC on that?
A 14.
He does not make it.
Okay, then he's going to take a D8 plus 3.
So as
We
the
will see.
divine might emanates out.
7.
7, that's awesome.
It's not a ton, but that is a
So
good amount as an
the
explosion
force-
of light.
Blasts into its mouth as it sort of has its mouth around you. And you just see the inside of its body sort of swell momentarily, and there's just sort of this sort of like crunching sound of the inside of its rib cage and spine. As blood just sort of oozes out, it releases you from its mouth, and it just dies, flying down the river.
That's what I
Nice.
wanted. That's sick.
Nicely done. Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to try and stand back up. I'm not sure how much movement I have after that, but
I mean, you have your full movement. I'm just going to need a basic dexterity to fight against the river is all.
okay. Basic dexterity. Here we go.
And we're just going to consider
the
it difficult
greatest.
terrain in here.
A 9.
Okay, so I was going to do a 5 as a difficulty. So you're standing up, you slip a little bit, you get your bearing, and you start wading through the river, going back. Just do half move is all.
Okay. Then I'll move to here, and I will call it good. Still in the water.
Nice.
All right.
All right, Jamna's
Broke
going to
free.
try that again. She's going to try to attack Crocodile E with her Ray of Frost. Come on, Jamna. At 12, she needs a 12. Sweet. What does
Nice.
that do?
There we go. Gnome
Place
power.
their
Let's go.
crocodile.
I think it's a D8.
She calls out, points her finger, whispers some arcane language, and this ray just shoots out at her. A D8 of damage. You know, it's not nothing, but she'll take it.
If she's level 5, she has 2d8.
Her hit die is not level 5. Let's see. Where's dice? Dice are down here. 9 damage. How is
Nice.
that? Oh, that's not her. That's 2 damage. Son of a. All right. You know what? It helps. She feels like she contributed. All right. And then Snapjaw is going to launch his another javelin off at E. Oh, wait. It's not his turn. I'm sorry. Sato's turn.
So Crocodile C and D are under the boat. Is that right?
Let me think. C is under the boat. D is the one that just has you in its mouth right now.
Oh, it is. Okay. So he'll try to make his, was it an acrobatics, athletics? What was it?
It was either one,
Okay.
whichever is higher for you.
Use acrobatics to try to get out. Oh, I can't make that roll, so let me roll here. Did that just show up? Yeah, so 16.
16 does it.
Nice.
You wrestle your way out of the grip of this crocodile's mouth.
Can he try to use his movement to get up on the boat?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, you can get up there without any problem.
Boop.
Oh, that wasn't Sato that was grappled. That was Elemier. I'm getting mixed up because you're playing both of them. I'm sorry, man.
Oh.
So, Sato, you're not grappled. You are able to do whatever you want. So if you want to get up on the boat, you can, and you would still have an action you can take, like an attack action or something.
Okay. Is there anything near him that he has long range spells. What so can I see any of the crocodiles around
So
me?
you'd be able to see the head of D and I through the murky water.
Okay, so he's gonna go down here and he's gonna cast Chill Touch on D,
Reach in the
which
water.
is it's a cantrip, and I need to make a, what is it? Oh, it's a melee spell attack, so that's +8. So 17 to hit.
Yeah. You reach out and just tag it. The magic courses down your hand into it, just searing it with cold.
And that's gonna do 2d10 necrotic damage.
Whoa!
So wow, I got a 10 and a
Right.
9. So 19 necrotic damage.
He sticks his hand on the back of the crocodile, just grips its spine, and just this frost comes out and starts like ripping up the scales and bending them back. It drops you out of its mouth, and its back just sort of explodes and sort of unfurls the flesh as it falls back into the water, blood trailing as it flays down.
Goodbye, crocodile.
Yeah. All right, now it's Snapjaw's turn. He's going to launch another javelin at E. I'm sorry, was there anything else for Sato?
No, that's it.
Okay. A 22 to hit, hits E. Javelin arcs up, lands straight down into its back for 5 damage. Slowly ticking these things down. Crocodile L. Oh, that's I. Yeah. So I has Elemier. It's going to try to pull Elemier away. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then...
Is he able to resist that or anything? Or
No, when you're grappled, you actually move with it. It just can't move its full movement.
okay.
And then where is L? Oh, it's right there with Gunnar. It's going to attack Gunnar. 22 to hit. Gunnar takes 7 damage, and he is once again grappled and restrained.
Yikes. Okay.
But Gunnar's up.
Very unhappy about this. Yeah, he's just gonna try to, I guess, escape the grapple again. It was athletics +7 for him. We're at 20. 27.
Yeah. You just push it off of you. It just rakes a little bit. You just suck up the pain.
Yeah. And then he is going to. Which one that had him? Was it F or L?
L.
That had him. L.
L for
So if he were to move back here, he's going to take just the one opportunity attack because he's still being melee with F, right?
I think these guys have reach. Let me look. They do have reach. So you're still within range.
Okay. But yeah, I think kind of I envision Gunnar like
Just
peeling
backing
his
away.
jaw open and like shoving the crocodile and kind of just backing up a little bit. So I don't think he has any relevant bonus actions here because he hasn't raged yet. But I'm not sure he would at this point. He's just
Gunnar?
I think that'll be it.
Okay.
I
feel
try
like-
not to make decisions for other people's characters when they're not here. I'm like, I don't want to waste all of his resources.
I feel like he.
If Chris wants to do it when Chris is
just
here, that's
go
fine.
rage. All right, Elemier, you're up.
I also couldn't remember if he had raged last time.
Oh, right.
So I can attack him. It's just at disadvantage.
Yes. Sorry about that.
What about cantrips that are verbal and somatic?
You would not be able to do the somatic as you're like sort of
Okay.
being pulled half underwater. The verbal would even be really.
I could do verbal though.
Well, no, I'm
Elemier
saying
is
that
gonna
would
be-
even be hard because you're gasping for breath and water is like flooding into your mouth.
But I could do it.
No, I'm
Or-
saying you wouldn't be able to do it.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will try to break free.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 16.
Oh yeah, yeah. You sort of use the
Okay.
hilt of your sword and just angle it into the mouth and push him off you.
That would be my action, right?
Yeah.
Am I able to get to the surface?
Yeah, you could just stand up.
Okay. In that case, he's going to use his bonus action to cast Misty Step and just appear on top of the. Oops.
Whoa.
The
Just
croc's
appear on
like,
top
no,
of
you
the
don't.
The croc also has Misty Step.
That would be the most terrifying thing to add
That
to
would
his
be
creature.
horrifying. Oh my God.
Displacer
Oh, by the way.
crocodiles.
That's Elemir's turn.
All right, Garrick, you're up.
This encounter would be way different. They're just like pop, pop,
Okay.
pop.
Right.
I stopped
So,
talking. The DM ideas.
With my bonus action, I'll shift my hunter's mark to E because he might as well. I'm in his mouth. So
What's the mechanic of that? Do you have to like talk or anything for that?
hunter's mark. I'm not sure.
I know
if
it's
that's
not
something
like a
that-
game mechanic, but as far as like the role playing mechanic of it.
All right. So I think it's really just that then becomes his focus.
Right.
So for him, it's sort of like he's like, that's the one I'm getting, and so he's just sort of focuses dead down on him, which
Okay.
isn't hard because he's in his mouth.
He just narrows his eyes at you.
Yeah, looks really angry. And I'll do you know what? I'll try and do it at disadvantage. I'll try and hit it with disadvantage. So
Okay.
let's
Using your scimitar?
see. Yeah, using the scimitar. Let's see if get any 20.
What? Yeah.
With a disadvantage.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
You're flipping around the water,
Okay.
slice up with your scimitar, and you slice into its belly.
Okay, so I'll
That's awesome.
so that's 6 damage for the attack. The hunter's mark is another 3, and because could I get a sneak attack because thingy's within 5 feet of it? I'll leave that to you whether
Yeah,
I can.
yeah.
All right, and I'll have a sneak attack. So another 3 on top of that as well. So that's
Well, I'm going to need you
12
to
in
tell me
total.
how he dies in this fantastic.
Literally,
acrobatic-
I think what you see is just from the top, from the inside of the mouth, he just angles the blade up and just see the blade just come out of the top of the crocodile's skull as he just swears profusely and says thanks to Kithris. Cheers, buddy.
I
For
said,
distracting us.
hold him still. No, it's fine. I softened him up. It's fine. It's fine.
All right, Crocodile A is, I mean, he's pretty much out of it because he's got his meal right now. Next up is B. All right, he's coming, just angling over to Garrick, and he's going to spin around and bite you. With a 22 to hit, you take 7 damage and you're grappled again. There's no getting out of this thing.
Great.
C, where is C? C's underneath? Yeah. So C is going to swim 5, 10, and then just come leaping out on top. And it's going to go for Sato. So it leaps out on top. I'm going to need dexterity checks for Sato and Elemier as the rowboat itself, the canoe, sort of capsizes to one side.
Provided that he hits, Elemier would be using Sentinel to attack him.
Okay. I don't think he hits. He got a 10. What's Sato's armor class?
You said Sato's is 12.
Okay, so no, he doesn't hit him. But yeah, I just need a dexterity checks on both of them.
All right. 13 for Sato and dexterity check or athletics or acrobatics.
If you want to use one of those, that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, not athletics, but it would be acrobatics.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could see athletics. You know, you're sort of using your body weight and forcing it over to one side. Between the two of you, you're able to offset the crocodile. The weight is pushing down the canoe. Water starts flooding into the bottom of it a little bit, but it's still floating. Kithris, you're up.
You really got to stop making friends like this.
And Kithris will step kind of forward here, and he'll start hacking away at this giant lizard. It's a 21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
For 10 on the first one.
Wow.
And then he'll swing again with an 18 to hit and an additional 12. For a
Wow.
total of 22.
How do you kill him?
I think with the first one, he swings, then he brings it back up over and kind of lops off like the back of the head, like right at where its neck would be. So as the body floats away, like Garrick still got crocodile head around him. He's like,
We should save that as a trophy. It'll look really good.
You could wear it as a pendant.
Could be a hat. All right, cool. Anything else, Kithris?
Yeah, I think we'll. Would I be able to flip the boat back over?
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, so I flip it over, and like if I can climb in, and then I would help up Garrick, I guess, on his turn, and like get him pulled back into the boat.
Okay. Well, Crocodile F is going to turn on Gunnar as well. It goes to bite him for 14 to hit.
And that is not enough.
Gunnar pushes him off, just using his hands. Or does he even have his weapon out?
He had been using a javelin because it was one he could do one-handed. He hasn't had a chance to pull his great axe out yet because every time he goes to do that, he gets grappled again.
Right.
So
Lucan, you haven't been involved in the melee as much as the last turn. You sort of broke free after destroying your crocodile. You started wading back. What you notice is that the early mid-morning sun it's almost as if it's gone underneath a cloud cover or something. And you sort of like glance up for a second and you see this massive dragon underbelly completely cover the bottom part of the sky as the river itself has these sort of swamp trees sort of overhanging each side of the riverbanks. You just see this massive dragon belly high up in the sky, completely blotting out the sun moving forward. And instantly you and everyone is hit with this sense of fear that just permeates down to your bladder instantly. I'm going to need you to give me a fear saving throw. That's wisdom saving throw. Everyone.
everybody, as Kithris gets the pea shivers.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm pretty scared.
12.
9.
12.
I can't imagine any of us. have
And
hit
what
the
about
DC for this
Sato?
thing yet.
Sato has a +4, so 11.
And what
Got
it
a
got?
-1. Gunnar is unfazed. I don't know. He nat 20 with -1 for 19.
So the
Gunnar's
only
like,
people
"Ah."
that actually saved are Lucan and Gunnar. And rather than just being paralyzed in fear, you just empty your bowels as just the wave of fear washes over you as this massive dragon blots out the sun and just flies overhead. You hear screaming from the lizard men, almost as if they're trying to get its attention. There's like calling out. For those of you who understand Draconic, it's calling out, "Master, come! Master, come!" And everyone else, you drop your weapons, and on your next turn, you will have dropped your weapons, and you will flee backward toward the flow of the river as fast as your legs can take you. Again, Luca and Gunnar, you do not suffer this. So, Luca, it's your
Who
turn.
was
What are you doing?
calling out to the? Who was calling out to the dragon
The
in the
Tubicali.
sky?
But
Oh, the
you
ones
were
that
too
are-
terrified as a character to notice.
Okay.
Gunnar probably would have seen it because he's literally in line of sight with him.
I was gonna say, I think Kithris is one of the only ones that speaks Draconic and would know that they were saying.
No, I do too. Elemier
Oh,
does.
Well,
So, Lucan, what's up?
I'm doing a quick rethink of my turn because I changed a couple of things, but just making sure. So I'm going to try and kind of clean this up a little bit. I'm going to clamber back up onto the canoe if I'm able.
Yeah.
And
You're
I'm
gonna
going
have to just flip it back over.
Oh, I have to flip. I didn't realize it was flipped.
Yeah. When Gunnar came
Okay.
over, he was holding on to the edge.
Well, I will not do that then. I'm going to try and see if I can get these guys to listen up a little bit. So I'm going to get I, L, and C. I'm going to command them by the name of the Blue Lady to flee. And they'll have to spend their entire turn moving away from me by the fastest available means if they fail a Wisdom saving throw of 14.
L, Wisdom. Got a 16.
So that is
I.
L, C, and I.
Got a 6 and C. Got a 20. Okay, so I is going to end up fleeing on its turn. I'm just going to give a little orange thing to remind me. Okay, so you command them to leave. By Mishakal, flee! Leave us! Anything else on your turn?
I'm going to keep an eye on F because F is not fleeing as far as I'm aware.
Right. Yeah.
So
I mean, F is
doing my best.
underneath the water, so I'm not
Oh,
sure you
okay.
even see him at this point.
Well, shield up still. I have no idea how many are left.
Okay. So Jamna, that Crocodile Sea went on top of the canoe itself, so she is going to once again try to use her cantrip, Ray of Frost, to attack it.
Did she overcome the fear?
Oh, thanks for reminding me.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks for
And
reminding
she
you.
did not. You
The
see her
DM
leap
is like,
into
"I
the
have
water. What's her move? Speed is 25. So
She's an
50.
NPC. She's immune to it.
So 5, 10, 15, 20,
She's
25,
got some really
5,
thick
10,
plot armor
15,
going.
20, 25. So you see her just jumping
Legendary
the water. The
resistance.
water is just propelling her backwards as she's half swimming, half running, terrified, absolutely terrified as she's moving down. Let's see if Snapjaw survived that because they're kind of used to that. I'm gonna give him advantage. No. Snapjaw did not. So on his turn, he's going to deal with that. Okay, so Jamna is fleeing at her fastest. Sato, you're going to be following suit.
Yeah, luckily Sato doesn't have a weapon to drop because he can just summon his. So,
Yeah.
which direction would he flee?
The direction that Jamna went. That's the
Okay.
course of the river, and that would be away from the direction of the dragon.
So yeah, he just. Oh Jesus. He
Kicks
jumps in the water.
Canoe off, gets in the water. Just do as much movement as you can with your action.
Is it difficult
and,
terrain or no?
When you're going with the direction of the water, it's not.
Okay, so he has 30 feet of movement. So 60.
Let's see. Now it's Snapjaw. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Can't be on the same spot. So he's fleeing as well. And then let's see. Crocodile L is fleeing from Lucan. So let's do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Like I'm staying away from the guy with the crazy hands.
He's basically out of it. The crazy hands? What is that?
The necromancy hands.
Oh, right. L. L saved against your command, but did he save against the dragon fear? No, he didn't. So L also races off, considers this not worth it. It's too much of a danger. I feel like I haven't had F go in forever. Gunnar, you're up. Where's Gunnar? Oh, he's back here.
After an attack at
You're on
Gunnar
mute.
earlier.
Gunner's muted.
I apologize. Gunner's like, holy spit, did you see that? As whatever nature's bidet is washing away whatever else from the last turn, and he will pull out his great axe and take a couple of swings at F because it's
So he's swinging into the water. You're gonna have disadvantage just as you're having to fight underwater with it.
So 14 plus 7 is 21 on the first one.
That's the disadvantage roll.
I rolled a 16 and a 14.
That's awesome. You hit.
It's a D12 plus 4. So he does 10 damage for the first one, and then
Jeez, just hack
the
into
second
it.
swing is 14.
14 hits.
And so that is going to be another D12 plus 4 for 14 on the second one.
You hack into its face twice, and it just sort of spins around and floats off down the river. All right, Elemier.
Gunner's happy. He calls out to get there, so he's like, "That's 2." Like,
Elemier will be jumping into the water following Sato, I suppose.
Yep.
Oh.
And Garrick.
I guess I'll be running as well.
Just dropping your scimitar and just wading into the water as fast as you can. Trying to
Can't
get
wait
away
till
from
my
this
paladin's
fear.
high enough level that we're all immune to fear.
Yeah.
Those auras.
And that last crocodile is also fleeing from combat as it is terrified. All right, so combat is over. And it's probably another 3 rounds of everyone like moving and running except for Lucan and Gunnar as the boats are just slowly drifting in the same direction with the current of the river. Once everyone sort of gets a hold of their consciousness and realizes that the dragon in fact is gone and the fear has sort of washed away, you just feel weak and weary and exhausted, and you start moving back up the river. Let's do a search, Garrick, for your scimitar as you're trying to find where it was in the river since everything was slowly drifting with it.
So what do you want me to roll?
Perception.
Kithris would help him with that.
Oh, perception.
Yeah, so Kithris and Gunnar both give me perception checks, please.
10.
Oof. Yeah, you're having a hard time finding the scimitar.
17.
After about 20 minutes, Kithris, you sort of like kick into it and you look down and you see this like shining
Found it.
blade underneath the water. Everyone gets back onto their respective canoes and starts moving back up the river. As the sun comes back out, of course, after the dragon flew over, Snapjaw sort of looks back over at you guys. He says, "That was Varagamanatha. I wonder why it brings him out of his lair during the day."
Yeah, I thought you said he only comes out at nighttime.
That's what I thought as well. This bodes ill for us.
Well, we better get to that castle.
Can we get to the castle on foot?
It's impossible. We're going to have to continue with the river, but it's hours away. The sun will be on the horizon line by the time we get there. So as you guys are
Kithris just shrugs and is like, "Okay, let's go."
slowly getting back into the rhythm, now being hyper attentive to any crocodiles or any other creatures, not only in the river itself, but also sort of like glancing skyward from time to time, making sure there's no massive maw of a dragon to come down and bite you. Whatever that dragon was doing, it was clearly not hunting you because you were clear to the open sky. If it wanted to bite you, it could have come down and done so. So clearly other things are happening around in this area. And even Snapjaw, whose tribe, as he's sort of communicating with you guys as you're rowing across up the river, he's just sort of like, we used to be a part of the tribe that worshipped the dragon. But as soon as this cult came in, they made a deal and we all had to try to move into this citadel of Karak-Tor that has been rebuilt over the years and work on behalf of this cult, collecting this treasure and bringing it to the citadel. But the dragon, I don't know, there's something else happening in the world for it to be coming out. Just sharing these genuine concerns and fears. Because if the dragon's not at its lair and his people, like the women and children of his tribe were all still, servants of the dragon, like something is going on. And now he's less concerned about you and he's more concerned about his family. Hours have gone by. The sun is beating down on you. The flies and swarming insects are coming out, and the scent of sulfur and just like moldy bog is just permeating every inch of air as you're inhaling it, and is sort of getting sick from the smell and then getting used to it. And then a new wave hits you and it's really just kind of miserable. You're hearing splashes every once in a while in the water and seeing little ripples and hoping it's fish, not entirely sure what it is. After 3 hours of just constantly paddling these canoes and just getting exhausted because you're fighting the current the entire way, you can see the two lizard folk, the two Bacali at the very front of the river line that you guys are sort of just by default making, sort of like look back at each other and look over at Snapjaw, and they like duck down as these frogmen jump up from their positions flanking the river and instantly go to attack. You guys have disadvantage from the surprise, and let's get into combat again.
Whew.
Just to refresh my memory, the Bacali did not like the frogmen, and we didn't like the frogmen, so they're not going to be offended if we decide to unalive all these frogmen, correct?
It's a very politically correct way of saying it. No, they're going to be okay if you unalive them.
Oh,
I would
I have
imagine.
a question.
But when you
So
see
we
the
were
sheer
traveling.
numbers,
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
We were traveling for quite some time.
Hours.
Would Lucan have had a chance to heal anybody after that crocodile encounter?
I mean, you guys were moving. I mean, you had to actively be like paddling and stuff.
Okay.
No one mentioned
course.
wanting to take a break or anything, and so I just sort of continued with the narrative. But if you want to have sort of retroactively, taken a 20-minute break or something, that would be okay.
I think it more would have been a spell to see if anyone was severely injured. Kind of an instantaneous thing, not so much a healing check
Yeah,
or break or
just
anything
sort of
like that.
calling
So
out.
yeah, if anyone was like severely injured and needed some assistance, then any
no,
deep gashes.
Kithris and Gunnar would both have been fine. Gunner's
Okay.
taking a little
Yeah.
bit of damage, but he's like, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Said
I'll
I was
take them.
only down 14, but
Okay. Cool.
I've
That
only
would have been my
taken a
call out,
third.
but I think we're okay then.
Okay.
That's good.
So Sato's armor or initiative?
he got a 10.
10. And then Gunner's initiative?
Gunnar gets a +5. 11.
And this is all disadvantage, right?
Oh,
I could roll disadvantage, but I don't think it's going to change much.
Yeah, with your 2.
Gunnar will roll again for disadvantage here.
Elemier is 18 at disadvantage.
Ooh,
Yeah, no, Gunnar's gonna take that 11 at disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm at 10 disadvantage. That's Garrick. 10 disadvantage.
I'm gonna start up. So Gemma, the Snapjaw in her canoe, and the two Bakali, they all like duck down, and you see these bullywugs jump out, call out these as these tiny little, almost like toothpicks or something. These little spears come flying out from all sides in this ambush, coming to just trying to pin cushion every single person here. Of course, ducking down is not going to save them from potential attacks here. So this is going to be rough because there's a whole lot of them. But Jamna ducks down on her turn. Elemier, you see all of these things just pop out of nowhere. What do you do?
How deep is this water around us?
You weren't really sure. I mean, back then, hours ago, it was at 2 feet, but there's, the chance of it just being an even 2 feet the whole way is unlikely. So you're really not sure.
With Seto's help, can we row the boat over to like the side of this little island over here?
You'd have
Like right
to
there.
delay until his turn, but yeah, you guys could.
Okay. Yeah, so does that count as
Let's
movement
roll
or
over
is
there.
that
No, the action would be the rowing.
all right?
So Bullywug A. Oh, sweet hell. This is going to be impossible. Is right next to you. So it's going to throw its spirit. Elemier, you're literally the first in its line of sight. And the spear just bounces off of your armor with no real threat at all. B is going to go toward the lizard folk there. I'm just going to do averages, I think. Oh my gosh. Natural 20 on this lizard folk with that. So that's 6 damage, which is the double damage. All right, so I'm just going to say with all of these, Lizard Folk B is going to end up taking 10. Lizard Folk A is going to take another 4. Snapjaw is going to take 10. And Jamna is going to take 10. And that's going to be from those front two. So let's go down to, let's see, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Where the heck is M?
M's
So
on the
they
far
would have
right.
already gone, and that's going to be all the way to RS. And we're going to go into, let's see, Y and then double digits, I think. I'm just going to space these out so I can see.
I hadn't even seen the ones on the banks yet. I had to zoom out.
Yes. Oh, yeah, they're everywhere. So S is going to, let's see, what's the range? That's 50. That's almost 60. That's a long range. All right. So we're going to roll some disadvantages. So this one's going toward Garrick. With disadvantage, it's a 20 to hit, a dirty 20. That's crazy.
Yeah, that hit.
4 damage from the spear as it just arcs up and over and drops down. And that was S. T. Oh, man. It's between you and Lizard Folk. The Lizard Folk already did their default, so it's going to attack you again, Garrick, with disadvantage. What the hell? Did that not roll? Oh, I did bite. 11 flies past you and drops into the water. You is going to, I mean, it's disadvantage anyway, so it's going to go for Kithris. 19 at disadvantage. Kithris takes 5 damage. V is going to go for Kithris at disadvantage. And it's just like an insane amount of these tiny little things are bouncing off your armor or deflecting off the canoe or just going short into the water. We're going to W. W is going to go for Garrick. 8 misses, splashes into the water, X. We can do Garrick one more time. It splashes off harmlessly. And then Y. Now we're on Elmier and Sato. So this one's going to go to Sato with difficulty. 16 hits Sato. Sato takes 4 damage from the spear. Z is going to go for Elemier. 15 bounces off of your armor. AA, I'm just going to go between the two of you. Is going to go Sato. And just based on this first round, I'm pretty sure I know what the averages here are going to be. Spears are just splashing into the water left and right. This one's going back to Sato. Misses. We're almost done with these guys.
How many spears do these guys each have, or did they just like?
You're not
Oh,
sure.
so-
I mean, all you know is this: they threw a spear each so far.
It feels like two. It feels like a lot.
They have 20 in a backpack. So Elemier with the natural 20. Or it's a dirty 21 because it was disadvantaged. So the 18 plus 3 hits. You take 4 damage. And finally, the last bullywug going to Sato.
Sounds like a movie title. The Last
Misses
Bullywug.
out. The last bullywug. And then you hear Jamna scream, "Battle! Battle!" Gunnar, you're up.
Gunnar knows how many
just saw-
spears, and he's like, "Nah, we'll just." I think he'll look back at Lucan and be like, "Yep, let's paddle harder," and
Paddle
that's what
harder.
he will do.
Okay, you guys will move on Lucan's turn. Garrick?
Yeah, I'll paddle harder with Kithris and try and get past these guys.
All right, and Kithris?
Kithris is having a hold on.
He's like, "Can everyone just wait a second, please? I'm
Time to fly.
Fine. Kithris will
Oh
paddle.
no!
Kithris had a different plan for this, but he's like seeing that even like Gunnar's paddling and like Garrick's fine. He's
Right.
not happy about it. This is bullshit.
So it's Sato's turn. So Elemier, you and Sato, we're going to be paddling to this little island. Did you still want to continue doing that, or do you just want to continue
We're
paddling?
going to go straight forward.
Okay.
Yep. Straight forward.
You see the other lizards. So you guys are actually the first ones that can actually move straight forward. So
Yeah.
you're basically just, with both of you paddling, be able to move forward 30 feet.
All right.
And
let me
these
see.
lizards are going to be doing the same for lizard folk. A and B, the two Bacali. And Snapjaw and Jamna are going to do the same. Now, Lucan, you and Gunnar can move forward 30 feet.
Definitely.
Woohoo! Sato's back.
Are you
And-
going to move it,
I'm
or do you
gonna
want me to?
Oh, I didn't know how far that actually got to move.
It should all be grouped now. So yeah, you should just be able to pick up one thing and it should move. Yep, there you go. So they're
Up
grouped now, so
here.
you can move the whole boat.
Nice.
Cool.
All right, then Jamna already went with the other one. So Elemier, it's your turn again.
All right. Elemier is.
Would Garrick and Kithris, because we went back to back at the end and we were paddling, so
that's
we would have been
true.
able to move forward.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
So we would have been about the same as those guys. Okay. Fair.
Yeah. Elemier is going to continue paddling forward with Sato.
Okay. As you guys are just paddling as fast as you can, trying to get out from this little like trap, you see the frogs just sort of like reach up these little rusty blunted weapons and just sort of jumping up and down, just sort of shouting as you're slowly moving past them.
We don't like you either.
And if no one's going to get out, they're just going to watch you continue down the river as they sort of threaten you in their own weird frog language.
Yeah, I think Kithris at some point was like,
Garrick, I was gonna appear behind the bulwarks. I was gonna kill all of them. It was gonna be amazing.
Kithris had
I
a
could
plan.
see that. I could see that. That was going to be amazing.
No, I was gonna
But
go right
maybe
over
we
there in the
should-
bank. I was just gonna start hacking. It was gonna be great.
Okay. So is anyone going to try to engage in combat at all?
No.
No,
Okay.
for paddling.
No.
It's a lot of frogs.
Yeah.
That's
But
And
there's
I
a
don't
pretty
think any of us
flower
are
over there,
friends,
so
so none of
maybe.
us are interested in dinner.
By the way, Sato is down 18 HP.
Empty.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. All right, so you guys finally get out of range of them, and they haven't thrown anything except for that first volley of spears. This is clearly their way of just saying, get out of my area, you're not welcome here. And it's probably good that you didn't get out and fight. I mean, just sheer numbers alone would have proven to be very, very difficult, even if individual bullywugs aren't that threatening at all. In any case, you guys are continuing down the river. The sun is starting to set. You're clearly getting closer to where you need to be, but mosquitoes are biting at your face and your arms, and you're just sort of under the heat and the stickiness. There's just all sorts of sweat and moisture in the air. It's completely miserable. Are you guys going to do anything in your continued journey?
Kithris wants to cast message at Snapjaw, and just to ask him a question, because in the boats it's easier to cast messages than it is to try to yell down the boats, I guess, and just be like,
Hey, how many more of these frog checkpoints are we gonna have to pass? Is this normal?
you guys have made this trip many times.
They usually leave us alone. As he's trying to like call out over the distance of the river between boats.
No, you can just whisper back.
The dragon. What? You're saying in his head?
Kithris is like now trying to explain how message works. So a message, it's like a whisper next to your ear, is what they end up hearing.
Yeah, it's like
And so,
looking
You
around.
can just talk back.
It recognized your voice because it's been communicating with you the whole time. So it's just speaking
Right.
loudly in Draconic back to you, not fully contextualizing what you mean by whispering. So it's like, yes, okay, I shall whisper.
Yeah, that's fine.
And so just,
I think
Yeah, that
the
was all he was-
dragon must have thrown them off, driven them out.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I think Kithris is going to try, because like between him and Garrick, who are on the same boat, like where we both have message, I think we're going to, any other communication, we're going to try to pass stuff maybe a little bit more surreptitiously now that we've got a big hulking dragon that's flying overhead.
Yeah. Now,
That's
again,
not
it was
obvious.
hours ago, but it is something that you've run across one dragon before, that blue dragon, and it was very small in comparison to the one that you just witnessed. And so
Yeah, when
this,
it starts blotting out the sun, I think Kithris is like, oh no.
right,
That is a scary dragon.
this is next level type
Yeah.
stuff. All right, so you guys are floating down the river. Is there anything you want to do while you're just doing your best to paddle up?
I did give a quick healing word over to Sato just to. I saw him take a couple of spears. I knew that the crocodiles had dragged him under as well, so I just decided to send a quick prayer his way.
Oh, nice. Did you mark down the hit points, Sato?
I did.
Cool. All right. As the day starts to get darker, there seems to be some conversation that's much more hushed between Snapjaw, Jamna, and the other two Bakali's canoes. Almost like a bit of an argument is picking up between Snapjaw and the other two Bakali. As you guys are just continuously rowing upriver, doing your best, hopefully, getting closer to this citadel, which you really know nothing about. There's rumors of these dragons, and then of course you saw a dragon, and now you know there's more of these frog people there, along with the cultists and a bunch of other lizard men. Do you want to have any strategy conversations before?
I was gonna say, did we get any impression from, because we were with Snapjaw the night before, in the camp? Like, did we get the impression that he had been to this castle a bunch of times? Did he know things, or was there a primary thing like you've now been press ganged into working for us and you're the delivery boys? Like what impression did we get from like how involved they were, other than knowing how to get
his
there?
entire clan has basically been assigned to collect, either collect the treasure from the hunting lodge. Hunting lodge, from that camp that you guys came from, and then go all the way back up the river like they're doing now, bringing all that treasure to the citadel. And that was kind of what his group was assigned to do, and that's what they've been doing for months. So, he's not sure of what's happening at the citadel, only that he delivers to it, and that's kind of all he knows.
I think between Kithris and Garrick, again, trying to use messages we can to try to communicate while we're rowing. I think Kithris would pitch like,
do we want to like stop short of the end of the river and try to make it the rest of the way on foot and sneak in, or?
But I think it'd be wiser if we scope the place first, yeah. I think that's the thing. That's the definite thing we need to do. We don't know what we're going into. I can disguise self, so I can make myself look. I can make myself
maybe
look
as
like
we get closer, Garrick, you could send, your bird.
Yeah, we could get it to scope out, but I've only got 100 or so feet with that, so.
Well, I mean, Clyde was really good at.
I had to pull up my notes from last session.
Clyde was really good at doing that, so maybe he can help us.
Aye. Clyde will do that for you.
Yeah, but I think there'd be some. I think that's kind of Kithris's pitch is do we want to get out of the boat and try to like get up on foot, and I guess he at some point would probably ask Snapjaw,
when we get there, do you guys pull right up to like a dock, or right up to the beach, or is it right into the castle? Like,
we usually drag the canoes up to the shoreline.
Okay, so you
shouldn't do anything out of the ordinary. I wouldn't want to raise suspicions.
How far from the shoreline to the castle is it?
It's pretty far.
And I think with that information, Kithris would be comfortable, like, just pulling up like normal. Like, if there's distance there, then we can kind of figure out, are we going to try to go around, or what are we going to try to do? So,
okay. Well, I
also think it's easier to plan this once we're all on the shore and not trying to cast message up and down the river.
Yeah, if there's any reason to cast augury to try and get a semblance of the future in the next half hour here, this would be the time to do it. Or if we need to send a message back to whoever sent you guys originally, I can send them messages as well.
does augury
yeah.
do again? It's like foretelling the future, kind of.
Kind of, yeah. Augury lets me get a general action that I would take within the next half hour. Is it going to go well or go poorly, basically?
What do you mean you can send a message all the way back to the people that sent us? Like, I can
Well,
cast message, but it's 30 feet.
yeah, so I actually don't know how it works. I think
I just
I
basically
kind
give
of
you a
pray to
feeling with the
Mishakal.
augury. Augury doesn't communicate though. What is it?
No, I'm talking about a different message.
Sending.
That was
Oh,
RP stuff.
this-
Lucan doesn't actually know how it works. He prays to Mishakal to like basically send messages and unlimited distance, it says. And I can tell them a message and they are able to immediately reply to me. It is a
You have
third
to
level
know the
skill.
person to do it.
It
I can
says
either know them
met
or I can
or
have someone
described
describe
by
them.
someone who has met it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty handy.
Yeah. Target hears the message. It recognizes me as the sender if it knows me, but if it doesn't, then I can at least say I know you. I can answer in a like manner immediately, and it enables me to understand the meaning of their message and vice versa.
So 25 words or less if you're going to do it.
So yeah, I think that would be again something that probably gets discussed once we're on shore, so that we can make sure who we're sending it to and
And what?
what to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why didn't you tell us about this last night? We could have sent this.
Well, I had to
fine.
think on it, and there's a lot of study that goes into
So you just pray
Mishakal's
to
teachings. And
Mishakal, and she sends an email. Got it.
look, do you see how heavy the books are? There's so many words.
I don't even read, so
That would be part of the why your message goes 30 feet and mine goes further.
oh well.
And
So-
what is an email?
As you guys are having this very interesting conversation, once again, you guys are paddling up, and you see in the distance there's a bunch of Bakali sort of standing on the edge of some tufts of land as the sun is almost down. You're sort of in that twilight time when it's really hard to see, but the sun hasn't completely left the sky. It's just sort of obscured over the horizon line of trees of the swamp that you're in. But you can see in the distance, there's a whole bunch of Bakali all standing up, and the other Bakali are arguing with Snapjaw back and forth, and Jamna is just sort of like doing the head whip back and forth thing of doing her best to, keep track and understand what the hell's going on. What do you guys do as you're like paddling toward this group of Bakali?
I'm gonna send a quick message to Snapjaw in Draconian to be like,
Are we good, or is this going to be a problem?
This is probably a problem. Don't kill my kinsman.
Okay, we'll hang back while you guys sort this out.
and then I will kind of motion to our party in the boats to be like,
All right, guys, hold up. Let's not. They got to work this out first.
and so we'll kind of hang back a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's not enough map to have you guys hang back, so we're going to pretend you're hanging back for the
Cool.
sake of it. So the lizard folk and Jamna and Snapjaw, and Jamna's just like, hey guys, do you think maybe I can get on one of your boats? I'm a pretty small person. I don't really like being up front. She's like trying to sidle next to Snapjaw, so they're like switching position. Like,
You can come stand behind Elemier if she wants.
front. As like before this point where they're actually up close, she's going to like splash down and climb up over the edge with you two, just because she doesn't really feel comfortable meeting a bunch of lizard people with Snapjaw.
I
Fair
think as this is happening, Kithris would send one final message to Snapjaw and he's like,
Wait, if you want, I can help plead the case. Just let me know what you need.
like, because Kithris has kind of been the one that's sort of brokered this
Right.
shaky piece between Snapjaw and the party.
He replies
good
to you,
offer.
"There's nothing you can do. I'm afraid we might have hit an impasse."
Okay, so yeah, well, Kithris will just kind of wait and hang back to see what happens.
You see these Bakali move up, and this is so hard to maneuver with having to reselect and unselect all this stuff. These Bakali sort of move up to the shoreline and start wading into the water towards Snapjaw as the two in front of Snapjaw fly off. And they sort of like grab onto his canoe and drag him in into this little sort of hut. So what are you guys going to do as you see this?
Kithris is going to look to the rest of the party and just say,
I think if we're going to make this work and have these guys as allies, maybe we have to go up there and
Plead our case. Tell them we can help.
so yeah, Kithris would look to Garrick and be like, all right, let's roll for it. Kithris would be willing to try to go in and
Yeah.
talk to him.
Perhaps sheathing our weapons would be a good start.
Yeah, that would probably.
yeah, it's been weird that you've had that sword out the whole time. I don't.
Just like this.
As we row, he's just got the one in his hand.
As we start to row up, I'm gonna pump a cure wounds into myself because I'm a bit injured. So, but yeah,
Okay.
Kithris, didn't you say that
or I might.
it would be wise to stay back?
Well, it
Yeah,
seems
but-
like the other two Bakali abandoned Snapjaw, and he's really the only one that's on our side. So we either hang back and maybe he doesn't come out of this, and we don't have allies, or if we're going to have allies, I think we have to make our case.
They're in as much
That's,
trouble as
that's a
we
fair
are.
point.
Jamna's just like, maybe I could just bring up another option. How about we just go around them and avoid them?
We need Snapjaw with us.
Well, I can
Or
turn
have
into
you-
Snapjaw.
or have
That's
you
not a
forgotten-
problem.
Or have you forgotten that he's kind of leading the way right now?
I don't know. You didn't see him arguing. I'm not sure this is going to go well for us.
You speak Draconic. What were they saying?
They were arguing,
About
turning us over to the Countess. They didn't think we were strong enough to take them out. They thought Snapjaw was
Perhaps.
being idealistic and foolish in his decisions.
Perhaps we go show them a bit of our kind side and see how it goes.
I don't know.
well,
These
I can
things,
always go.
they respect strength. I just, not being the strongest here, prefer to go around problems.
I mean, Gunnar, I know you think you're the strongest, but hear me out. I can go and try to negotiate with these guys, and if it doesn't work out, I have the ability to kind of disappear and reappear in a new place. I can get out of there quickly if I need to, but
I can
I don't
also
know what
do
they
that.
would consider a show of strength.
Perhaps you and I go together and Jamna can stay back, or I can also Misty step out if need be.
I mean, it kind of gives us an out if things go sideways. So, what does everybody
Before you
else think?
step off, I'll cast guidance on you just before you step off. Gives you at least a minute where you might be able to use something to get a little bit of help there.
Right.
How close you guys are going to row up before you get out of your canoe?
I think we'd have to play a little bit of musical canoes if it was going to be Elemier and Kithris. But yeah, if we were going to do that, I think Kithris would pitch like rowing. I don't
Within
know, maybe to-
teleportation range.
Yeah, maybe to this island, and we can yell across, and if it gets bad, we can
That's a good idea.
zip back.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, go ahead and put you guys on
Motion
your
joining.
canoes. As soon as you're about this position, We're gonna have some
For the
Bakali
sake of
reacting
ease
to
here,
you.
I'm just gonna move Garrick over, and we're just gonna whip swap these two.
Yeah.
To make that
Okay.
easier.
And I will
Um,
cast guidance on whoever it is that moves forward to speak to them.
I'm going to cast that on myself as well.
Okay, so we'll be there.
Kithris, would you like someone who's persuasive to join?
Yeah,
Pretty persuasive.
I'm just strong mostly.
So yeah, he.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think once they're on the map, you can select all of them, and then you can group them, but you can't do it off the map. So
Oh,
I'll
I
see
got
that
grouped as
in.
well. That's okay.
So Jamna does not want to go forward. She's like, I thought we were staying back. What are you guys doing?
Well, I don't know about you, but as far as I'm able to tell,
Got some difficulties here. There we go.
I think a
Um,
show of
most
force,
persuasive here.
a show of force may not be the wisest move if we have just the two of us go forward. Maybe
Well, right
less
now it's
threatening.
everyone moving forward.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
So
that's why
as
I
you guys
was
get to that point where I
switching around
marked on the
the
map,
back
these
I see.
Bakali like charge over, and you see them holding their javelins up in the air as if they're ready to throw, sort of aim at you, and they're calling out, "Foreigners, leave!" in Draconic. Just, get out! So
Kithris will reply in Draconic and be like,
I demand to speak with your chief.
You see one of them just pick up a rock with one of his hands, just throw it at you guys. It sort of bounces off the canoe. And really, that's the only response you're getting from him.
Kithris would
We only
like
wish to
I
join.
have something I'd like to do here and use one of my fun features. I have a psionic power that's a telekinetic movement. So it says as a magic action, you can choose a target or a loose object that's large or smaller. And I can transport it 30 feet. So I basically want to like catch this rock midair and kind of like huck it back towards him and be like, knock it off. And just kind of hope to, I don't know, maybe that's something that they would consider a powerful enough thing to have an
Okay.
audience.
So as he throws the rock, it sort of poof, disappears and poof, reappears and like lands, bounces off their shield and sort of drops on the floor. And they sort of like jump back, stunned for a second, looking back up at you. Initiative.
Well, that wasn't what I was hoping for. Dirty 20. Kithris is probably still trying to talk to him at this point and be like,
Look, we just want to have a word with your chief and we'll be out.
All right. So you teleport the rock. You hear them.
it doesn't teleport. It's like telekinetic movement. So it would have just kind of like,
So just
I
in
pictured
midair,
like
just
coming, like, stopping midair and like sitting there for a second and then like flinging back.
that might be even more freaky to watch. All right, so it throws back at them. They clearly look like they're about to throw their javelins. What do you do, Kithris?
He's still making his pleas. Like,
There's an alliance that can be had here. We can free you from the cultists, but your chieftain needs to hear us out.
What are you going to use to try to convince them? Persuasion?
probably.
All right, give me a persuasion check.
Can I guidance him on that?
I think he's already got
He
guidance.
should
didn't
still
you
be
got
guided
guidance.
from
So
me.
you
Oh,
got
yeah,
the
yeah.
plus 4,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, plus D4, yeah.
So an 18 with my -1 to persuasion, and I'll use the guidance anyway.
Very nice.
So for a dirty 20 total.
And what was it you said again?
He said, we can free you from the cultists, but I have to speak to your chief.
Okay. Elemier, you're up. What do you do?
Elemier is just gonna try to like reinforce what he's saying and be like, we can liberate you. We can show you that we are worthy of peace. You just need to let us join the conversation with your chief and with Snapjaw. We have information that they need to know.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
A system on that?
I have guidance
No.
as well. So plus a d4. So 16.
Okay. So as you're making your case, you guys are feeling like you're making a really good case. The first Bacali just sort of like brings the hand down a little bit, just sort of looks at the other ones, just like, and they just sort of like wave you over a little bit. You see them just like hop on these little.
Am I able to hear
flotsam.
what they're saying?
No,
Like
they're
the
kind of just whispering to them,
Okay.
between each
All right,
other.
that's fair.
They're sort of
If that's
hopping
the-
over and they wave you on.
Yeah, I'd say we'd kind of pull up over here and follow. I should at least Kithris would.
Right.
I think we would. Elemier would give a hand signal to the boats behind us and be like, "Just wait, like let us try."
Jan is like, guys, I think they're gonna die. I got a bad feeling about this. So you guys come over to this one?
Yeah, am I able to like make it across here without it being an issue?
Yeah, you sort of like wait a little bit, and the water or the ground of the river, this little bog area, sort of drops out from underneath you. You sort of like paddle a little bit, and then sort of force your way over on the other side with your hands before the ground comes back up, so you can stand up. So it was precarious for a moment, but you made it across. Same thing with Elemier. As you guys get past that little section, the Bacali just sort of look at you and put their hand up, webbed, clawed fingers, just, wait here! And two of them enter, and you hear them sort of shouting, why are you interrupting us? You know you should still be on guard. And they're like, they actually came to the shore. They're bringing up a very interesting case, so we should have this conversation. You guys are sort of picking up little pieces like that. And then finally, they step aside, and more of these Bacali step out. Actually, these two stay in here with Snapjaw. So these other Bacali step out. What is it that you can do for us?
Snapjaw tells us that you have been forced to be slaves for the cultists to do their bidding. Says that once you were worshippers of the great dragon, and it's something you want to go back to. We don't like the cultists, and we want them gone. If you help us get into the castle, we can make sure the cultists disappear forever.
And free any slaves we see of your kind.
Looking at each other. Give me a persuasion check. Since you're both there, just give me it with advantage.
From both of us, or?
No, just as you're both, there helping each other with the conversation. Just whomever you want to do, whoever has the highest. Just do it with
I have
advantage.
a +5.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a -1, so
Ah!
the fact that I rolled hot earlier, that was I have
Whoa,
to
nice.
I have to remind myself I'm not playing a bard this campaign, and I'm like, I am not a charisma character.
So
So
Elemier
20.
is doing the heavy lifting here. As he's convinced you. But you know what? Your species as a Draconian is actually working to your advantage as well.
Yeah.
And so you see these Bacali sort of like having a conversation between themselves, like, I don't know, this is a big risk to take. If they fail and it's known that we brought them in, then we're all going to be punished. And, without the dragon coming out to protect us, we're kind of just going to die. The frogs will take over the swamp. And they're having this pretty heated exchange that you guys are picking up bits. There's clearly some factional issues at play here between the cultists, the frog people, and the Bacali. Is there anything you want to sort of interject while they're having this conversation?
Do they not have slaves inside the citadel?
The people on the inside are less slaves and more guards. They're treated better.
Snapjaw
we-
said that you had
Yeah.
concerns for his family.
We all do, don't you?
This mission to end the cultists has taken my mother from me. I want revenge, and I want to see no family hurt by these cultists ever again.
Continue
And it is
conferring.
my very oath upon which I live to fight these cultists.
Nice. So as you guys are having that heated conversation, back here with everyone else, Jamna's casts this spell and she instantly turns into this foot taller gnomish version of a Bakali. Very strange looking, still has the goggles on her head, steampunking it up. And she sort of looks over at you guys.
Hey, what do you think of this?
I think it looked very good.
What are you doing?
I think this is going to be our best way of entry. Once those two are dead, perhaps we could just go in like this.
Why don't we wait?
If
And
we wait
see
too
if they're
long, they're going to
dead.
consume them.
Well, you said they're already dead. You said we're gonna wait till they're dead, so let's wait till we know they're dead.
Sort of sits down, harumph, just.
This is
Nice
kind of
vote of
boring.
confidence.
Do you guys really trust that lizard talker is going to be able to do anything?
Lucan's unsure, so he's just not gonna answer.
I was gonna say at this point, the only two that would have known him for a long time would be Gunnar's known him the longest. Gunnar would probably be like, he'll be fine. He's strong, and like that's I don't know how much. I'm not quite sure where that relationship is between Gunnar
Yeah.
and Kithris on Gunnar's end of life. So.
I feel like Gunnar also just doesn't know. It's like
Yeah,
maybe.
Well, Gunnar and Kithris have had a healthy a rivalry since the beginning. It's very much the Legolas and Gimli kind of
yeah.
that only counts as one kind of since the beginning. So I think Gunnar's probably just as bored as Jan is. So Garrick would probably be the only other one with any length of relationship with Kithris.
Well, I think
chime in.
Garrick would be thinking you'd be fine because he feels sorry for you. Obviously, what happened to his mother, he feels kind of guilty, so he's gonna probably back your play as much as he can, and he'll say you'd be fine.
You guys are putting way too much trust in that Draconian. You know Draconians are bad, right?
Not all of them. I've met plenty of bad gnomes and all.
Hey! Every one of us are good, and I'm a lizard.
I think that's where Gunnar's head was like, wait, aren't you a gnome?
All right, back with the group. The lizard folk has stopped concurring, sort of like conversing with each other, and the spokesman sort of comes up and just sort of like bows his head a little bit.
We don't trust you. We can sneak you into the keep, but from there you're on your own. Do not harm any other Bakali.
That is the promise that we made to Snapjaws, that we would not make war with your kind. Is there a way for us to let the Bakali inside know that we are not the enemy? A sign, a handshake, a...
Tell them the Scaly Death clan sent you. Snapjaw sent you.
Yeah, so Kithris, I think, is just trying to make sure that he's got a way to maybe avoid combat later, but also try to... Kithris really wants this to work. He wants this to... So he's trying his best here to make sure that this is going to work out.
I think that's fair. If you can get us into the castle, we'll let other Bakali know that Snapjaw sent us. And with any luck, the swamp will be yours once again, and you can get rid of those stupid frogs.
We would like that very much.
I would like that very much. They're horrible. Do you see this? They threw a stick at me.
Like perhaps he's not the one to defeat the cult if he's worried about sticks.
Out of all the sticks, only one hit. I was very fast.
All right, so
Perhaps
they
you're
basically
planning
like walk and sort of motion toward the canoe and point further in the direction to the north.
Just continue up the river. It will spin around and you will see a shore there. Do not go towards the frogs' huts. Go toward the longhouses.
You will find other Bakali there. Tell them that Snapjaw sent you from the Scaly Death Clan.
We
I could
appreciate your
just
help.
balance that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Literally don't mention it.
Brothers.
Like to anyone.
To anyone, yeah, gotcha.
We are in this together now.
As we walk back to the canoe, I think I look over at Elemier and I'm like, damn, even with my own people, I'm ostracized.
It's a lizard
yeah.
thing.
Cool.
It's a lizard thing.
We're all scaly, but it's not the same.
Yeah, so we'll head back and grab the others and
Well, I think they're gonna give us safe passage. They told us to not kill other Macaulay and tell them that Snapjaw of the.
no, I can't remember.
Scaly Death.
Scaly,
Oh,
Scaly
shit.
Death Clan.
It's already gone.
That they sent us and they should leave us alone.
Yes, I believe we've secured safe passage.
Jan
Moderately safe.
speaks up. I didn't doubt you guys for a second. I knew you were going to do this.
Thanks,
Yeah,
I appreciate
right.
the vote of confidence.
We didn't even get eaten, Jamna.
That's very
Don't believe her.
fortunate.
She's lying.
What? You were the one saying it, not me. Don't trust him. He's wearing like a
I didn't
dress.
say a word.
These elven ears hear much.
In any case, we go up the river around the bend and make sure we go to the longhouses, not the huts. The huts are where they have the more frog people.
So for those of you who do not have infravision, the humans out there, it is getting rather dark. At this point, it was twilight, so it's very, very difficult to see anyway. But by the time you actually get to the shoreline, it is completely dark. You see lights from the west further up the bank. I'll show you a map here in a second. Further up the bank, which is clearly some campsites or something. And then up in the west side, the northwest side, past a bit of like an enclosed outdoor pen, like a fenced-in pen. You see some longhouses, and there's some sort of light breaking through some of the thatched paneling on the sides and the roof itself. So it looks like there's a bunch of people out, just beyond the shoreline here as you guys are moving up. And Jamna just sort of under her breath, just, shit, we're going to die here.
I believe we
I
can
think
trust.
they said we're going to die every time we go anywhere.
You're more than welcome to leave. No one's holding you hostage here.
You guys are going to need me. Trust me on that. Especially you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I gotta super zoom in to.
So you can
Find
see how vast this space is, but you're seeing around here a bunch of longhouses with lights. Over here, a bunch of tents with some central fires and stuff going on. You guys sort of put the canoes up on shore right around here as the river sort of twists around and continues, meanders for a little bit in this area and then gets a little stronger further on. But you see some light from longhouses further up to the north. And then, of course, you see the massive structure of the citadel rising. It's like up on this massive, almost onyx sort of footing on the ground. It looks like it's like two types of construction. One of it looks ancient and sort of almost broken down and melted at the foundation level, and then newer stone construction on top of it. Newer meaning, the past 100 years, not thousands of years old. So this entire citadel itself looks like it's relatively new to this area, built on a foundation of something else older.
I'm going to mark it down on the little map that I've been doodling.
Nice.
So
So who here does not have infravision or some means of seeing at night?
I was gonna say, I think there's enough of us that have it. We could probably pair off, because I know Kithris does, Garrick does,
I have it.
Elemier does.
Does
So I
Sato?
think there's enough of us we can pair off.
Nope.
Okay, so Sato and Gunnar are the only two who can't really see at this point. Who's pairing up with Gunnar, and how are you pairing up with this? You just like holding hands?
So even in complete blackness, like he should be able to see. Like if I stay within 5 feet of him, he should be able to follow me. Or is it too dark for that?
It does look like there's a
pull
sliver
from
of lunitary breaking into the sky, giving you a little bit of ambient light. So he can definitely see your outline, and if there's like a fire off in the distance, he can see a tiny little glow of that. But the details of the terrain, Sato and Gunnar just can't really make out. But they can make out general forms thanks to Lunitary's little bit of light shining down on them.
I mean,
I'm
Kithris
sorry,
will kind of
Solinari's.
lead. Yeah, Kithris will just kind of lead Gunnar forward,
Hold on a second.
and help him avoid.
Didn't move Lunitary.
Elemier would do the same for Sato.
Okay. So what you guys' plan?
Near Garrick, right? Because Garrick can see too.
Yeah, I
It
can
is
see.
darker than a witch's covenant here.
Being able to, would I be able to see as Kithris? I can see like this tree line down here, right?
Yeah, what's the distance of your infravision?
I think it's 60.
Okay, yeah,
60.
you definitely can, because with that and Solinary, you definitely see the sort of tree outline. And
So Kithris, like,
We should go over into those trees, and Lucan can send his prayer to Mishakal, and she can send it to whoever.
so like Kithris wants to deal with the sending of an update to whomever first.
okay,
So he
like
would
it.
try to lead everybody down to
so
that.
go ahead and move yourselves to the tree line. I want to know what this message is that you guys are going to be sending. I'm curious.
Me too.
So I think the first thing that Kithris brings up is like, who are we sending it to? Because he knows. I think we've established that he knows that Garrick is also a member of the Legion of Steel, but I didn't know if he knows Leosin. I don't know if we discussed that.
Yeah,
I don't think we did. But
no, not at all. I got to be honest, Garrick. I'm not sure I remember how much I told you about.
you didn't really tell me much. You just told me that I was contacted by the Legion, who I'd been working with for quite a period of time.
Okay. So it is
And just told
unlikely.
to meet them.
It would be unlikely that you know Leosin, which is their contact. It would have been another contact within the Legion. They operate in little disparate groups.
Sects or like
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell
I think Kithris would want to be like,
I want to send a message to Leosin. His name is Leosin Erlenthar. He's a monk of Chislev.
and like he would do his best to just kind of describe this man to Lucan so that he can do what he needs to do and be like,
What do we tell him? We were supposed to come and find where the cult was. Where's my note? Hold on.
You're flipping through like a little pad.
Yeah, because we were supposed to find where they were. So I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. It was where they were headed, where the treasure was,
where the treasure was going.
And what they were
Yeah.
doing with it, really.
and what they were doing with it.
Yeah.
Do we know the name of this place as Karaktor, or is that just above table that we know that?
I believe Snapjaw told you it was the Citadel of Karaktor.
Okay.
So maybe we just send Leosin a message that says, Cult at Karaktor, Citadel of Karaktor. Not sure what treasure is being used for. There's a lot of them. Send help.
Is that 25 words?
Maybe just tell them it's been rebuilt at the Citadel
Unsure
of
of
Karaktor.
treasure.
6 more words.
Been rebuilt.
Okay.
Cult
Yeah.
rebuilding Karaktor. Numbers
Unsure
growing.
of treasure's purpose.
Numbers growing would be the end of 25, from what you said.
Well, if we, I think we're workshopping this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I think the message would be, cult rebuilding Karaktor.
Okay.
Numbers are growing. What else do we want to tell them? We got that puts us at 7,
We could just say numbers growing.
6.
Treasure unsure of purpose.
That puts us. We got 15 more words.
I need to tell them who this is too, because he doesn't know me.
Hi, big fan. Name's Lucan.
I'm just gonna say, this is the party, or like, well, how would they know you guys? This is Kithris. Can I just say that?
Yeah, he would.
That's
This
fine.
is
He
a
knows who I am.
huge breach of protocol, just so you know, because you're
don't
having
think
someone
Kithris
who's
knows that,
not
though.
a part of the Legion of Steel, which is supposed to be a spy organization, to deliver a
Well,
message
have we?
about
I
Legion
don't know if we
operations.
said Legion of Steel to him. I just told him I needed to send a message to my friend Leosin.
Right, but my
Yeah.
point is you're sharing Legion of Steel information to someone not a part of them to have them communicate with someone from the Legion of Steel, hoping that it's all okay. Like it's a little bit
I'm still not sure. Well, let me roll a wisdom check here because I don't think Kithris is smart enough to like know this, and everybody else in the original party who was are all dead or gone. So Kithris is
Hey,
winging it. That's a
Spies got to
13.
take what they can for
Yeah,
avenues of approach.
So I think
Yeah.
he'll be semi cautious about like just this is my
it's a
friend Leosin.
necessary
He needs
evil.
to
We
know.
got to do it.
Yeah.
Kithris, cult rebuilding character.
You're not going to say anything about everyone else being dead or gone?
Change purpose.
I'm trying
Party
to
is
limit
dead.
to 25 words.
All dead.
Party is
think
dead
what
but
we've got-
me.
I think what we've got to do is we've got to tell them that they've co-opted the bullywugs and the people of the swamp,
Yeah.
Swamp people corrupted.
or
Well,
co-opted.
Saw dragon.
slave.
We did see it. We got to mention the dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put. I
Bucali
think it's
on
worth it
our
for 2
side.
words to say big ass dragon, right?
All right,
Yeah.
so let's say because you're gonna send it to Leosin.
I'm
and be like,
writing this down.
yeah. So let's go with Kithris and Gunnar alive. He can draw his own conclusions off that. Kithris and Gunnar
It's like a wire transfer, like
alive.
Morse
Yeah,
code.
that's what I'm imagining is it's like sending a wire back in the day. Kithris and Gunnar alive. Cult rebuilding Aurak, employing Bacali and bullywugs.
Exactly at 26 with what I have written down right now.
All right. Yeah, if you've got 20,
Which I-
what can you
Just
cut out? of
omit
26?
and.
I suppose I could cut out ass for big ass
Well,
dragon.
could we just cast the spell twice as well?
It's a 3rd level. I don't have another. I could later.
Yeah. So I think so. So what are the? I think before you would send this off, you're just like, okay, what is it you're gonna say?
So here we
read
go.
off-
So this is Kithris, cult rebuilding character, numbers growing, treasure unsure of purpose, I and Gunnar alive, rest dead, swamp people corrupted, saw big dragon.
That's amazing. It's like you took the words right out of my brain and put them on paper.
So
love
I'm going to begin writing that into a blue radiance on a line that appears in the air, and it's going
I would
to
say-
shoot forward.
Instead of
If there's
saying
anything else,
swamp people corrupted, just say Bukali co-opted for us or like on our side or something like that, because they are
probably
kind of
friendly.
like
Macaulay
corrupted,
ally,
but
Yeah.
friendly.
Bullywug
league.
enemy.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
put Bukali corrupted friendly, something like that. I don't know. It does say that the spell they
Alliance.
understand the meaning of my message.
Right.
So
Sure.
they'll get the idea. But we'll go with that. So instead of saying swamp people corrupted, I'll just say Bukali corrupted friendly or friendly corrupted.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll shoot off the blue line over the mountains and
Just
the message should land. It's instantaneous. If Leo chooses to respond, he can. He can also just block me like a speed dial for like 8 hours. I mean, so he might
no phone.
think
Who
this
this?
is because- yeah.
New sending. Who did?
And his
Uh,
has to also be 25 words if he chooses to
yeah.
respond.
Who the hell are you? Tell Kithris. Need more information. Follow treasure until it arrives at cult's location. Send message again. It's a pleasure meeting you. And that's the 25.
I'm gonna leave him on red, and 'cause I can't do it again. But later, I'll worry about it later. So I've got a new contact.
Okay.
All right.
Perfect. Well, like
You guys are all
Skipper says, like in his
whispering and-
mind, this is the best way to but this was the best way to try to, because that was
That
the
was
question.
very
last session,
helpful,
How
yeah.
how do we let them know?
Yeah, that worked out.
Yeah.
Put that up here.
All right, great. So can you send it again?
No, that's the blue light we just saw come back. That's gonna recharge.
Oh, okay. I think we make our way around the fence to those first houses and give them the message and that the clan sent us, and the Scaly Death clan sent us, and if they attack, then it's better than getting inside the castle and trying to say that and be dead.
All right. Well, let's take a break here. For all of you watching, thank you guys so much. We will be back within 10 minutes, and we'll continue diving in to this citadel of Karak-Tor. See you in a moment. Well, thank you all so very much for waiting. We are back, and we are right outside this massive citadel of Karak-Tor. So, what do you want to do?
Kithris is going to look at the group and kind of point to these first set of huts just past the pen and be like,
I think we head over there and we see if the password works. And if not, then we're not fighting a whole castle full of everybody. I know you can't see it, Gunnar. Stop hitting me. Like you just like it's over there. It's fine. Like, but yeah, that's Kithris's pitch is to let's head over to, these two huts over here and see if we can make this password work.
Would we have had enough time at any point for a short rest?
An hour has not gone by yet.
Okay. In that case, Elemier is going to
So
use
we could
some of
sit
his
in the woods here for
lay on hands to just heal himself a little bit.
Okay.
I mean, do we want to try and sneak up to them first? And see, I could go up to them as a Bakali, and
I
give
look
them
like
the
a
path.
Bakali too. Jamna's standing there looking like a lizard.
You're not
Well,
going.
you can
in,
that.
you're not going into there. You're more likely to put us in a worse situation than a better.
What are you talking about? I was with the Bakali the whole time. I'm like a
You may-
sister.
You may look like a Bakali, but you do not speak like a Bakali.
Or act.
Is that some sort of slight against gnomes? She just sort of goes off on this
Point
long,
proven.
stringy tangent.
I'm doing.
We don't even know who she works
Point
for
proven.
anyway.
Well, no, maybe that's a decent idea though. We go up and me and Garrick, if you look like a Bakali, and then Jamna, if you can be quiet and look like a Bakali, like we'll go up. We'll tell them that the Steely
You guys
Death
do
Clan sent us.
realize that I'm not working for you. I'm going to do whatever the hell I want, which is go with you. So come on, let's go.
I don't know if trickery is the best way to approach these people. Perhaps seeing us in our true form might be a better way to meet them.
Says the Paladin. Some of us
We
like
have
to
the
lie.
password.
We're kind of good at it.
Boros was really good at it. Missed that guy. Yeah, let's go cautiously.
and Kithris will start making his way over. As I get up like near the pens here, what do I see inside? Like,
so
the
as you start
pens?
moving toward the pen, you can see this is about a 5-foot high wall built of stockade, and sturdy logs driven into the earth about 6 inches apart, and they're bound together with this twisted fiber. As you start to get close, you're hearing these massive creatures on the other side swirling around. And have you ever been on the other side of like a fence with dogs? And they just sort of like get animated and moving around. Now, these things aren't barking, but they're sort of making this sort of hissing sound, and they sound large as far as creatures go.
Is this a familiar hiss? Or is it just random animal noises?
I mean, it's just an animal noise. I don't know what you mean by familiar.
Perhaps we go with the other way.
Based on the noise, would I have any inclination as to what is making it?
No, I mean, you can make a
Okay.
guess it's a reptile of some sorts.
Okay. Then yeah, but because I would kind of just
We
work my way
may want to
around.
go the other way.
As you pass this open area right here, looking in, you see these giant lizards just sort of mealing about. And as that opening, as you pass it, they sort of all in unison turn their heads as if they're locked onto you and watch you go past that opening.
I suggest we go through the tree line.
That's what I
That's
was
the
gonna
next
say.
opening.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Garrick.
All right, so yeah, we'll try to cut through the tree line. Then we get past.
So you get past, and you see these longhouses. They're made from reeds bound into long, thick bundles and bent into upside-down U-shaped ribs. The spaces between each of these ribs are latticed and thatched with more reeds. Each of them has a single woven door in the center of one of the end walls. The construction technique used in the longhouses is pretty ingenious. And you can see the little openings, the little black triangles.
As I get
What
to the
time
edge
of day
the
is it?
Oh, it's nighttime. It's dark.
Yeah, as I get to the edge of the tree line here, can I see anybody like at these longhouses or like patrolling or guarding?
No,
or...
you see glows coming from inside as if there's some sort of like fire in there.
All right, Jamna, you said you lived with these guys.
Yeah,
How do you knock on a longhouse?
you don't knock, you
There's-
just stroll in like you belong.
No, you
That
call
seems
from
like a
the
bad idea.
outside.
Maybe calling from outside.
Call from the outside. Let them see us.
Yeah.
Well, what about anything else walking by? If we're just being loud, you gotta be quiet.
We
Just
don't wanna
don't
be
say
loud.
aha when you go in. Everything will be fine. Come on, follow me. Let's do this.
I think Kithris will
You're gonna
follow
get us
Jam.
killed.
Come on.
Kithris is gonna like stop at the
The
door. and,
Scaly
like,
Death Clan
look
sent
in.
us.
Yeah.
Stay next to Elemier where he can see.
I'm also going to stick with Elmier because this is
You guys are just like holding his arm and like touching his face to make sure he's there.
Gunnar got left in the trees by himself. He's like, guys,
I'm alone. I'm alone.
Gunnar!
wait, guys.
Gunnar.
Are you
come
there?
here.
Stumbling along. All right, so Jamna's like, you should probably go first. You look more convincing than I do.
Yeah, Kithris is still gonna like stop at the door, like to try to be respectful and be like,
Hello? The Scaly Death Clan and Snapjaw sent us.
She's like, oh my gosh, and she just walks in.
I look over at Garrick and I'm like,
So she's gonna die first, right?
he'll
Hi.
like from the door. Can I see anything inside? As I'm like, kind of like he's trying.
Yeah,
to
you
peek
see
in,
a
but he's
bunch
like,
of bodies
not
sort
part
of surround Jamna, a bunch of Bakali. It looks like there's like these straw mats on the ground, like they probably sleep on them. And from the door looking in, you can see sort of the outline of like, it almost looks like an enclosed kiln or something where that little glow of light was coming, but there's no like open fire or anything.
Do we get any response to the death?
It looks like they're all like
yeah.
surrounding Jamna, and she's like, guys, there's other people in here. She's like, hi, my name's Jamna. I'm Bakali, and I'm from a different clan. But there's people right outside the door, and they're not coming in for some reason. We were supposed to do this together.
Kithris will like step inside. Do they all look like they're all Bakali?
Yeah, they are all Bakali.
Okay. Kithris will step
I'll
inside,
come
but
in.
he's trying to like not just pick Jamna's approach and just like charge into the house.
They sort
He's
of
like
turn
trying
around,
to be like,
speaking in Draconic, what are you doing here?
so in Draconic, I will say,
The Scaly Death Clan sent us and Snapjaw sent us. We're here to help.
We are the Scaly Death Clan. Where's Snapjaw?
He's by the
Snapjaw's
river.
back down the river at the other camp.
What is he doing? Why isn't he with you?
He was
We
told to
spoke with
stay.
your
I'll be.
speaker. He said we could come and you would give us passage into the castle.
Why?
As
What
long
are
as
you
you-
here for?
For
I'm here
you.
to liberate you.
The two of you? With a gnome? Oh, sorry, she's not a
There's
gnome.
more
With a small Bakali?
There's more
We
of
have-
us. We were being cautious in our approach.
How many do you have?
There's
7 with the small Bakali there.
7. Do you have any idea? There's over 80 Bakali ourselves, and countless frogmen, not to mention the cultists. Do you really think you can just walk in and kill them all?
not
If you cut
necessarily
off the head of
walking.
the serpent, the body dies.
You're
We
going
only
to
have to
kill
kill
the
the big guy.
serpents? The Bakali?
No, If you cut off the head of the monster, the leader of the cult, the body will die.
Rezmir, you
You don't have to
look
kill
for.
everybody.
Rezmir's the leader of the cult.
Does Kithris? I was trying to remember. Like, I know that was a name that Lehigh had,
Yeah.
but I think Kithris knows it too. Correct?
Yeah, you would have. I mean, it was because of Rezmir that her father died.
Right.
So ultimately, she's been, she was hunting him down, and I'm sure she would have shared that with you.
Yeah. So you see Kithris get angry.
Is she here?
Rezmir? I assume she's here. She came into town. She arrived at the Citadel about 2 days ago. You'll
That's
never
even
destroy
more
that
pleasure.
dragon spawn.
Nothing would give me more pleasure than removing her head from her body.
Bring your other friends. Let
responsible
us
for the death of my
size you
family.
up.
Okay,
Kithris like
I'll
pops out his chest.
Gem's like,
I'll go
I'll
get
go
them.
get him. It's all right. I'll do it. You guys just wait here.
Oh, you
She,
meant
like,
everybody,
chases
not
out the
just
door.
I. Sorry.
She comes like breaking through the tree line. Hey guys, like looking like a little Bacali. The lizards want to see you to
Still
see if you're
alive.
tough or not.
I'm surprised
Very
you're
well.
still alive.
So I mean, they know we're
Please.
here. Can I
Did you-
just cast
Did you
light?
barge into the place like you originally intended?
Gem was like, no, don't cast light. There's other creatures here. This is just one faction.
Oh.
You goody two shoes people are dangerous.
Speak for yourself.
So what do the lizard things want to know?
So as you all walk in, they're sort of like moving back on their side. So it's kind of like you guys are on one side of this longhouse, they're all on the other, just sort of looking. And you see one of them just sort of walk up and just start like grabbing you guys like by the armor and shaking it to see if it falls off, and lifting your sword arms and like pulling the sword a little bit out of your sheath if it's not in your hand, and just sort of like looking at it and thumbing the blade to see if it's sharp. And like going up to everyone. When they get to Jamna, they sort of like look down at her curiously, and she's like, "Rah!" And they're just like, just walk past her. Like, I suppose you're equipped better than us. Do you have spare weapons you could give us?
I've got some extra javelins. So does
We
Gunnar.
have javelins. We were looking for metal swords.
No.
No.
Well, we can take you to the Citadel, but we're not going to go in with you.
That's
fine.
all that we're asking for.
That is all we
Because if
have.
I can find Rezmir, oh, she's responsible for the death of
I think Kithris like blames her above the like she's the reason like Lehigh died because they're on this quest. They're on this quest because they're trying to get to Rezmir. Like Kithris has a vested interest in seeing her die. So he's like,
Yeah, we're gonna unalive that lady so fast.
We're gonna unalive her. All right, well, stay out of the bog. There are a bunch of crocodiles in there.
Oh yes, we've met them already.
Yeah, we've already killed like 10 of them.
I'm sure there's more.
Wow. Well,
As somebody who just recently got the what is it again? The fine steed. I think Elemier would be interested in what the purpose of the giant lizards that they have are. Like, what do they use them for?
we use them for hunting, for food, for traveling great distances. They're really good guards.
Are they able to fly or climb stone, perhaps?
Well, not so much, no.
Do they have any offensive capabilities?
We really use them as guards and transport more than anything else.
I was perhaps wondering if we could borrow a few of them.
They will not respond to anyone but the handlers. They would take your face off if you tried to mount them.
See.
Elemier, if you're still gonna try, I just want to say I'm a huge fan of the idea.
I want to Obi-Wan Kenobi this shit.
I mean, are your feet really tired? What's going on? Like you can't walk another 15 feet to the castle?
You don't think it would be cool to ride these giant lizards to battle?
That's like someone asking if they can ride me into battle, and the only one that could do that was my mom. So
I
maybe it would
see.
be cool. I don't know. We're getting off topic.
Okay.
He's like, we have specially trained handlers to deal with the giant lizards. I would suggest staying away from them.
How
Could you
many
not
of your
send-
number are inside?
Could you not send some handlers with us?
No, you refuse to give us any of your swords. We are not going to join you in this effort. You said you would go in and kill Rezmir.
If I had
I
an
don't-
extra sword to give you, I would.
I was gonna say, yeah, Kithris doesn't have.
I have two
Where's the
spare
Kemper with
daggers.
tender pockets when we need her?
She's all, I have swords.
I have a
Probably
spear
did.
that they have.
Yeah, I've got some daggers I never
We've
use.
got javelins and spears. We need steel. We need to fight off these disgusting frogmen.
Kithris would
We could
part with
arrange that
two
afterwards.
daggers.
perhaps.
Yeah, I could
Let
part
me
with a
lead you to
dagger.
the entrance of the citadel, and you can go in and destroy the vile cult in frogmen.
Before we go, is
Alright.
there anything you can tell us about the defense capabilities of the fortress, guards, perimeters, traps, anything?
I do not believe there are any traps. This is where the cult members live. There are contingents of frogmen and lizardmen guards in there, other Bakali like us. It is primarily guarded externally by the Bullywug. Those disgusting frogmen. Phew.
Is there anything we can
agree.
say to the Bakali inside that would mean that they wouldn't stand in our way?
Yes.
I think most people would assume that you're part of the cult, as long as you don't attack them. If there's any chance of you getting past the front guards, if you get a chance to talk to the other Bakali, tell them about Snapjaw, and perhaps they will leave you be.
Is there any
Very
sort
well.
of rear entrance?
There is not to this citadel. There's only the main entrance.
Is it possible to climb?
No one has tried. It is a great distance up. And you're not looking here, and it's nighttime, so you didn't really see the full scale of it. But it is 3
Right.
stories tall on its tower portions. Very, very large. And I mean, especially if anyone in armor, it would be very difficult to climb up on
It's
this.
a tough one.
If you have a steed that can fly, you don't need to climb.
If only we
Um,
had, only we
That
had
is very
spellcasters.
true. Have
Is-
you ever
so
had a
is-
flying steed?
I could get one.
That is amazing.
Not for like 6 more levels.
I have fine. I believe the steed that I choose, someone can fly. It has a fly speed.
New 2024 rules. I thought you had to be a lot higher level for that. Is this guy that's talking to us? Is he seem to kind of be the leader of this particular hut?
It looks like it, yeah.
Kithris would take out his coffee and offer him some, like,
Something to warm your belly on this night, and
and he'll offer him
No, thank you. And quite frankly, I don't like the idea of you all being here long. If we are seen commiserating with enemies of the cult, we will be punished.
No, you're right. I
Very
can't
well.
get flying steed yet.
um
4th level spell.
so Kithris will hand over his 2 daggers that he never uses that just sit in his inventory.
don't have a lot of extra steel, but see what you can do with these.
And then
Picks
He'll
them
just,
up
like,
and sort of looks
look
at
to the
them,
party.
feels the edges, and you see him walk over to the kiln, open it, and you see like this small pile of weapons in there, and he tosses them in and closes it back and turns back. Thank you very much.
Anytime. All right, I guess it's time for us to go.
And he'll look to the party and start making his way back out.
He's like, follow me.
Yeah.
Can all of you see?
Yeah,
All of
Gunnar,
us.
can you see?
Oh,
And I'll
I
take
hold on to someone's shoulder.
Yeah. We'll just keep walking in pairs like we were before.
Okay.
Hi, Garrick.
He's going to go, of course, the main path that he knows and he's familiar with. Jamna's going with you guys. Is Elemier staying behind? Okay.
No.
As you guys are walking on this massive open plain, you see the water disturbed as you're passing by the moat. And as soon as he comes here, he stops and he's sort of like hunkering down a little bit, and he's like waving you over to come to him. That is the entrance. There are 2 bullywogs at the opening of it. You will have to walk past them or fight your way in. But he's pointing right here.
Will there be more within that could hear a struggle?
Yes, there are guards everywhere. And it is nighttime, so most people that are off on their duties are sleeping inside. Anything will awaken them. The bullywogs have a drum.
Kithris will kind of look to the party. Like,
Well, do you guys have any ideas on how to dispatch them quietly?
We could break the drum.
Where is the drum?
The drum is
I'll
an
ask
alarm on the 2nd level.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, that's lovely.
Well, we could
That's
always try to
maybe-
command them or hold person them.
yeah.
Good luck with you. And he walks away.
I was hoping I had sleep, but it appears I don't.
Yeah, that would probably work.
Because that would make a surefire way that we get in unnoticed and these 2 toadheads
Jeez.
get in trouble by morning for sleeping on post.
let's say Gunnar looks at you guys and he's like, I can make him go sleep. I don't need magic either.
Jen was like, how about y'all just act like you're my prisoners and I'll walk in there?
Well,
What the hell?
I
let's just get it close. And I mean, I could always sneak
Does
it. We could
Jamna
always try and
still- so
sneak.
she's still rocking around as a Bacali, right?
Yeah. Garrick, are you still a
Okay.
Bacali?
Yeah, I'm still a Bacali.
We can just
So-
say they're cult members, right?
Yeah, we'll
Yes.
just walk them through. Do you
Okay.
speak
Alright.
Draconian?
I do.
I can speak Draconian, so
Do,
I
do,
can as
do,
well.
doing cult stuff. Do.
As you guys walk up, the bullywogs sort of lean their spears out as if they would cross, but they're like 10 feet away from each other. There's like...
We have official business with Resmia.
Jamna walks
I'll
up.
just
We're lizard people. Leave us. There's new recruits. They need to meet the leaders. And the bullywogs are just like... It's like, nah, that's what I thought. Come on.
I'm in the cult. I'm in the cult. I'm in the cult.
Let me open this up for you guys.
There's no way that actually worked.
Kithris is like,
Hold on a
take
minute.
the French out of your mouth and speak to me.
Okay, so don't move because there's a bunch of stuff
Oh.
in here I got to show you.
Okay.
This fog of war
That
isn't very
sounds good.
intuitive.
Pause here.
Just doing cult stuff. Do.
There's a bunch of dragons in here I need to bring out.
All right, let's get this TPK going.
Yeah.
Woo!
And this guy that you're almost standing on.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, friendly cult member.
All right, so you guys walk in, and they're all just sort of
I
turn.
gotcha.
Jenna's like,
We're just getting some new cult members. They came in just last night. Ribbit.
she's like looking
We
over
have
at you,
business
Garrick.
with Resme.
I'm just growling at them in Draconian. Out of my way.
You're just like, where are you going?
To the boss.
Stop! You don't know where you're going. Tell me where you're going.
Rasny.
Perhaps an escort.
I think you need to take us to their temporary quarters, right?
Like, you take him, Macaulay.
It's like, yeah, okay. I can do that. Come on, Bacaulay too.
Great Bacardi one.
So you
No
see
way
stairways
this
going up to a second level inside of here. You see a long, open ceilinged hallway that sort of arcs over the swamp underneath. This sort of front part of the citadel is 3 tiers up. You could see from the outside as you were approaching it. And then, of course, this walkway connects it to the main keep proper. So what's the plan here? I can't lead this, so
Okay, well,
in here it is still dark. Like they don't need light, and so it's completely dark. So everyone who doesn't have light, infravision is still like hand on shoulders and stuff.
Which way are they not blocking? Because that'll be an indicator on which way to go.
Well, as Garrick and Jamna, as the Bacaulay are walking, they sort of like move back. There's like, take him, you can do it.
So I'm gonna head straight up the hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just following you. As it opens up, you can see that this hallway just goes on really, really far. And as we're walking out, you sort of feel the open air of the night, and you can see the silver light of Solamnic coming down and sort of tickling the tips of these stone edges at the top and sort of illuminating the space for the people who don't have infravision a little bit, just with the moon itself. And as you're sort of examining the night around you, you can see back behind you, it's actually open, and you can see a bunch of frogmen up there with bows and arrows looking down. Jem's like,
Did you guys see that? Hey, wait up for me. I'm supposed to be leading. Oh, get out of the way.
Can Kithris inside?
So you see this
the
little
intention-
like
can we
open
see the
area.
intentions of these bullywargs?
No
Do
one's
they
in it,
seem
but-
the
Can you see what?
the bullywargs up top? Do they seem hostile, or are they just are they pointing arrows at us, or are they just
No, they're just standing there
with
with bows and arrows.
Okay.
So you can see that
What
the
is-
hallway
what is our-
curves to the what is that, west.
What is our plan of action, friends?
Following the
Yeah.
Macaulay.
I'm pretty
Just to
sure
get
none of us
in
thought we were getting
no
this
good.
far. So.
Yeah.
I didn't think we were going to get this far without a fight, so.
It's because we're so convincing, that's why.
I think we should keep it that way as long as we can. Lest we draw attention to ourselves.
Agreed.
So you see the hallway turn sharply, and it opens up into this massive open area, but it is enclosed, and so if you don't have infravision, you can't really see within. Sorry, I've got to move the map around a little bit.
You think they'll get mad if I cast light?
Don't cast.
I think that
anything.
might be a dead giveaway.
Okay.
Do we have torches?
You don't see any out here, but I'm sure some of you have some in your inventory. I would like to think
Yeah.
anyway.
I don't need it.
I was gonna say, at this point, if we're kind of getting in this far and kind of going with this, I think
Ooh.
Gunnar is gonna pull out. He has a hooded lantern that he'll pull out and
Yeah.
he'll light.
I just
So we
realized
have
I also have
sunlight
a
from the
lamp.
hooded lantern.
I mean, if you're cultists,
That is
then you
nice.
probably can't see, so that's probably okay, I guess. But next time, ask, stupid barbarian. Come on. Remember, we're the
Are we
leaders.
trying to get to temporary quarters, or are we trying to deal with everything head on right now?
Temporary quarters sound good.
That's a really good question.
So you walk into this massive open area, and you see it's just filled with lizard folk, the Bacali, the Bullywug frog people, and you see some guard drakes just sort of randomly wandering around. And the Bullywug instantly starts marching toward you, as does some of his friends and some of the lizard folk as well. He's like, "Where are you going?"
Ithris will nudge Garrick and be like,
Go talk to the other lizard folk. Give them the password.
And-
Tell them we need to get to quarters.
Well, if we just say it in Draconic, the Bullywugs probably can't understand it. The
Well,
lizard
I'll say in Draconic I'll pointedly ignore the bullywugs, walk over to the lizard folk, and say, "Snapjaw sent us. Snapjaw sent us," in Draconic.
Come with
We're
us.
here.
Go about your duties, big frogman. We've got business.
You're like, some sort of like negative comment that you can't really understand. All right, so they walk into this room in here, and do you follow?
Yeah.
So as
Yeah.
you enter, this actually looks like a forge area, and in here you do actually see a couple lizard men working at a forge. It looks like a shovel is what they're actually looks like they're making, but it's probably not because they're just not very skilled at it. But as you walk in, it's incredibly warm in here. It was very chilly outside. Of course, it was all open air, night in a swamp. But in here, it's nice and warm from the heat of the forge. You see stairways spiraling up, and you see a door behind. And the other Bacali turn and look as the Bacali that brought you in here close the door behind you. Lucan, are you in here? Okay. So they close the door behind you and like, "What are you doing here?"
Ithris will step up
hand
at
it
this point. And in Draconic, he'll say,
Swiftclaw sent us. We're here
Snapjaw.
to help free you and liberate you from the cult.
Free us from the cult? How do you plan on doing that?
I'm
By
going to
killing them.
remove Resmir's head from her body. The rest of it should work itself out.
Resmir isn't even here.
She should be
Who's-
coming, though, right?
She came
Listen.
and left.
Shit.
Who is in command of the castle at this moment?
How do I know I can trust any of you?
Because
How do I-
Snapjaw is on our side. He sent us here with the mission of liberating you.
I need more than just Snapjaw's name.
The
I
scaly
try to
death
recall
man.
what he said on the boat in Draconic when they were calling out to the dragon above them.
The dragon flew?
We saw
Oh,
it on
yeah.
our way here.
She's out of her nest. She is bothered by something.
Muragamantha is out. This is not good. Oh, what do you need here? You can't just wander around and expect it to be okay.
Where is the leadership of this castle?
If you want to talk to anyone, the central tower is the best place to look.
I don't know if you can see on the map if you zoom out.
Yeah.
But this is the central tower.
I'll zoom.
We will need
What
a
is the-
great deal of assistance from you in regards to knowledge about the castle, the layout, guards.
If we
It
can
is a
kill,
working citadel. You have libraries and kitchens and pens for the monsters, for the beasts.
What's the quickest way to get to that tower where we won't be noticed?
You have to
the
pass the... Tonight you will be noticed. There are god drakes and frogmen. It might
Who's
be
allowed
best
in?
to wait until morning when most of the residents are gone.
Where can we hold up?
That is fair.
I can take you to the guest quarters. We were expecting recruits and they have yet to arrive. Perhaps you could take their room, but you will have to clear it out. There's a bunch of insects.
It shall be
Very
so.
well.
He
Okay.
walks over to
That
the
shouldn't be
other,
too
the
much of an issue.
Bacali at the forges. Spread the word about these men here. Tell them that they are with us and not to attack them on sight. Like, yes, of course. And these two say, follow us. We will take you to your quarters. They start walking out.
And can you tell us more about the leadership of the castle and what we will face?
So someplace safe, then we can discuss other stuff.
Yeah.
Get away from these stupid frogs.
Like, follow us. We are taking them to the guest quarters. Mind your business, bug eyes. There's... So basically, they're going to move you into here. Let me clear the way.
I'm not gonna lie. Both Kithris and Robert are super impressed that we have made it this far and are not dead.
That's fairly impressive.
So they, you see that there's 3 guard drakes out here that instantly turn, and the Bacali do their best to calm them down as they're walking past. They're like, "Don't look at them in the eyes. Just keep walking." They come to these doors.
What do the drakes look
Sorry.
like? Are they humanoid size? Like,
Yeah, they actually look like a mix between a giant lizard and a dragon. Is really what they look
Okay.
like. So they're
Do they
definitely
appear to have
draconic
flight?
in nature, but do they what?
do they appear to have like wings, like flight capabilities?
Oh, no wings.
Okay.
I mean, they're like, massive, oversized guard dogs, basically.
Oh, I see.
So they open up the
Think that-
door.
Oh
They,
god.
they look like the guard dogs from Ghostbusters that come to life on the roof.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I think
That's
that's
kind of what they
pretty
look
close,
like. They're
yeah.
like just massive reptilian pit bulls that are angry.
That's a good comparison.
All right, so they walk you into here, and what you see are massive on the far end, on the east side, because we're on the west side of this room. On the east side, it looks like a bunch of tables, as if it's where people would go to eat and stuff. On this side, there's like crates and piles of sort of junk, and it looks like the types of crates that you guys have been moving in your caravan. It's not the same ones, obviously, but that type of crates that were full of stolen goods from various regions all around Solamnia and Coastland. But in any case, there's a bunch of those crates here, so it looks like this is probably a sorting room of sorts. As you pass through the door further to the west. Sorry, I need to look at the map really quick and...
It's sort of a sorting room of sorts.
Yeah, exactly that. All right, so we're going to R here. As we pass by that sorting area, you walk into this, what looks like it oh, that's N, not R, damn it. Here we go. What looks like was once a stable room. The construction has sort of sunken the foundation on the western side of this room as you guys walk in, and swamp water is leaking into about 3 or 4 inches, covering the ground. You see that there's this wooden separator that you can walk through on the south side, but in here it's just all boggy and swampy and disgusting. As they lead you into what is actually known as the recruit quarters. They bring you to this door right here. There's stairways going up. that you can see, and then there's just this open doorway that you can close in the south, and the Bacali stop there, and they sort of turn to you. That is where the insects are, but that is the safest place for you to be without wandering around and getting in trouble. Good luck to you. And they leave.
Okay.
Okay.
I tell them thank you as they're walking out.
So that stairway entrance that you're standing in, you see this is, there's none of the water that comes in, that leaks in from that open area that you just passed through. But, you can tell that there's a bunch of damp footsteps as if this is a regular traffic area that people go. There's no doorway across either set of steps going up or on the outside door there. But in this unused chamber that they're pointing you toward to the east, which is to your south as you're looking at the map, the chamber is wet and moldy, but it's not flooded. And it just looks sort of nasty from the outside looking in. Like if you're going to sleep here, you're going to have to clean it up a little bit. So yeah, this is your room.
Okay.
In we go.
Plus.
Here
Go ahead in.
Jamna walks in. Jamna will close the door and just exhale and turn back into her regular form, just like, shaking all over. That was annoying.
Do you need some moisturizer now?
Oh, that would be wonderful. Do you have any?
No.
And then we see these little cracks in the walls and the floor, and giant centipedes come crawling out. We're on initiative.
Oh boy.
Gunnar's excited. He's like, oh yeah. He hasn't
Stepping
hit
on
anything-
one.
He hasn't hit anything in 5 minutes.
5 whole minutes.
11.
Every action before the initiative to just step on this one.
All right, so I've got their initiative going. Go ahead and roll yours. Let me know what Gunner's initiative is, please.
Gunnar's got an 11.
Wow,
Same.
usually
Big
his are
ol'
like way high. I'm not saying you're playing them poorly or anything, but no, I'm just kidding.
Hey man, the dice gods dictate this. I
Jamna goes first, and she runs back to the door. Oh, get him! Get him all! Oh my gosh, I hate bugs! Centipede A, I gotta ungroup them. Moves towards Kithris and just sort of slithers
more
and
bugs
crawls
than I
over
thought.
to strike you. What's that?
So this is a lot more bugs than I thought there would be.
For sure. 21, I think, strikes Kithris.
yeah, unfortunately.
I need you to give me a Constitution saving throw. You take 4 damage from piercing.
Oof. And poison.
Save. 9.
You take 10 poison damage, and you can tell that it's still coursing through your veins.
Oof.
So I am poisoned.
Not good.
Okay.
So am I poisoned then?
Like,
do I have the
yes,
poison
you are
condition?
poison condition.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay. So next up is Garrick.
Yeah, well, I'll immediately attack the one to my south. So I'll actually, I think I've got a second hunter's mark. I'll throw on it. One more left. So I'll hunter's mark it and attack with my scimitar.
This one?
The one below me is near. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So I missed undoubtedly with the sticks.
Yeah, unfortunately. You're just sort of stunned by all these things spiraling out. He's like, oh my gosh, swinging. And then Centipede B. Where the hell are you? He's going to attack Kithris as well. Wow, 17 hit.
17 does hit.
You take 4 damage from the piercing, another 10 damage from poison. You're already
So
poisoned, so you
14
can't be
total.
double poisoned. Sato, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Is that a
And
bonus action, a reaction, a full action?
it's an action.
Okay.
It's an at-will action, but it's an action nonetheless.
Right.
That's all I could do for this turn.
Okay. Lucan, you're up.
Is there moonlight coming through the cracks, or is it?
Very little. It is hard to see in here.
And I see Kithris.
Oh, geez.
Gunnar still has his lantern out.
Oh, yeah, then you do.
Oh yes, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, I do not have to cast light. I was about to cry if I had to cast light for my turn. Okay, Kithris
can
just
retcon
I
it
just
if you
watched
don't
Kithris
think
get
it's
ambushed, so I'm gonna throw a healing word his way. I don't think healing the poison is gonna do much. I'd rather just keep him alive.
Okay.
So I'm gonna call out to him while I shield myself from this centipede in front of me. Gonna heal him 15. I can also re-roll that 1d4 that I just rolled. So it's gonna be 14 plus 2, so 16 HP to Kithris.
Okay. And what do you mean by shield?
Oh, I'm just flavor, just holding up my shield while I
Okay.
block myself from the centipede in front of me while I cast a word out to Kithris behind me.
This sort of ambient divine light envelops you for a moment, Kithris. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn, Lucan?
I'm just gonna stand tall.
All right, the centipede next to you is like crawling up and trying to get around your armor to attack. 19 to hit. Wow.
Yes.
All right, so you take 4 piercing damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
You can see why these people left this area alone.
12.
12, nice. You feel fine.
Alrighty. Feel great.
Centipede.
I still took 4 though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's Centipede D? Where are you? Oh my gosh. Oh, there you are. He's going to move up to Gunnar and attack Gunnar. He's crawling up to bite him in the face. Rah! 5. Gunnar just smacks him with the lantern, knocking him back down to the ground. Gunnar, you're up.
Sweet. Gunnar is going to put the lantern on the ground and take out his axe and start swinging. I guess we'll swing at whichever one is next to me here. Is it E?
You got 2 of them. You're spoiled for choice.
Yeah, we'll go to E
Rage.
first.
Okay.
Oh yeah, bonus action rage. Let's do that first. We'll burn a rage. Bonus action. Thank you. We'll rage, and then he will start swinging. That's a 1 + 7 for an 8. I don't think that's going to hit.
An 8 does not. So he rages out, swings his massive axe, busts into the wooden ground, and it splinters a little bit, and the little insect crawls over the axe and around the backside
And
of you.
he'll pull it up and swing again.
All right.
16 + 7 for 23.
23
24.
hits.
It's a D12 plus 4. 8 plus I think you get something for when he's raging too, so it's 8 plus I think another 2.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. 8 is enough to kill this thing. You just cut it in half and it just sort of curls up on either end with a little green goo oozing out from the cut wound. Anything else for Gunnar?
He starts egging Kithris on, and he's like, "That's one."
Elemier, you're up.
Elmier is kind of underneath I,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
so that's the one
I
I'm
see what
going
you're saying.
to attack. He raises his long sword. That's an 11.
It skitters past you as you strike the ground.
Second swing. It's a 22.
Oh, yeah. You bring it back around, slicing into it.
It's going to be 5 damage, but Elemier is going to, unless it dies.
Yeah, you fillet this thing and it curls up in sort of
Okay.
pieces and drops.
All right. That's all for me.
All right, Centipede F is going to attack Garrick, the one that you hunters marked and attacked.
Yep.
It moves to hit you. You just lift your foot up where it once was. It strikes at the ground. And then Kithris, you're up.
Kithris is just going to pull out his greatsword and start swinging whichever one, this A.
Okay.
Take a swinging at A first.
They're pretty squishy.
That's a 24.
Whoa, nice hit. Yeah, you hack into it.
For 9 damage.
Completely decimating it.
And you see him counting 1, and then he'll swing at B. And unfortunately, it's an 11.
That does not hit. So it strikes the ground, splintering it a little bit. Anything else on your turn?
I don't think I have any. Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action second wind, so that I can get some HP back.
Okay.
So you see, he just kind of, and gets back 11 HP as he.
Nice. You do a little Ultimate Warrior shake.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
He does the cavil like the, like
Yeah.
loads.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yep,
All right.
that's it.
So this G centipede crawls over to Lucan to attack. 10 misses. And then H. Where the hell is H? It's going to crawl up to Lucan as well. Just happened to be at the bottom.
Word of Radiance would be
21
great
to
right now.
hit. So it strikes into you. You take 4 damage and give me a Constitution saving throw. I'm sorry, what did you say, Elemier?
Oh, I said Word of Radiance would be great right now. Just burn through all of them.
Oh, right. 22
There we
is
go.
definitely saved. And then
I fear no
J.
poison.
Jay is moving up toward you to strike as well. You're just being swarmed by these things. Just
I fear no poison.
as you sort of
Oops.
bash it off with your shield, knock it to the side. Jamna leans over, steps to the side, and points her finger out for Ray of Frost at this centipede.
You need to die, disgusting centipede!
Oh, did that hit? That did hit. So this glowing white beam just sort of strikes down, leading from her finger to the centipede. Come on, baby. Kill him. Doing 4 damage, and that's all she needed. She kills it. She's just like,
That's how you do it, losers! Come on!
Well, it's about time, Jamna. We haven't seen your skills yet.
she flexes a little bit.
Like,
Garrick,
yeah.
you're up.
So he'll draw his short sword as well, but with his first blow.
Oh
Hit
my
for the
gosh.
22.
Yeah.
And so that's
Yeah,
7
you
plus
cut
the.
it down.
All right, so I won't need to borrow with the hunter's mark. And then with the nick property, I'll shift forward and take the one below it. I'll try for the centipede below.
Okay.
It's only an 8, so I'm extra.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a miss.
swings right past. Is there anything else on your turn?
That's 1. No, that's it.
All right, Kithris, this giant centipede is coming for you again. Just, oh my gosh, 19 to hit, hits you, 4 damage. You take 10 more poison.
Word.
Just yo-yo.
Sato, you're up.
I'm gonna move. No, that's really not. I'm gonna move around Garrick to right here,
As you pass
and
centipede D, it can make an opportunity attack on you.
go for it.
It just takes me a second to get to it. 19 to hit. It hits you for 4 damage. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
I don't know why it's rolling twice for me.
I don't see. Oh, no. There it is. I see a 9. So you take 10 damage from poison. You have the poison condition, which basically means you have disadvantage on everything. And you're continually poisoned until you're not. All right. Go ahead with your turn.
I'm going to Word of Radiance. So I'm going to need
Nice.
these two right here to make a Constitution saving throw.
I'm
need
sorry.
to
Could you
get
mark them one more
six-
time, please? Okay.
These two right here.
So G and H. What's the DC I'm looking for?
They need to meet 16 or get above 16.
Okay, the first one got a
Very good.
10. And then H.
High DC.
I'm sorry, did you say wisdom or constitution?
Constitution.
Okay, thank you. And the other one got an 8. So they both got under.
They both take 4 damage.
They both shatter as this radiance blasts down from
Nice.
the power of the heart is what you are using for your divinity. You Care Bear stared them to death. All right, Sato, anything else? They're just
I don't have.
sizzled. It actually doesn't smell that bad. I mean, it kind of smells good. You haven't eaten in a while.
Aside from the green goo.
Tasty.
No. Ignore the goo.
Ignore the goo.
That's the good
No,
part.
I don't have
Oh,
anything
but
else I can do.
All right, Lucan, you up?
I'm gonna point my holy symbol at the centipede in front of me. I'm just gonna say perish. And I'm gonna cast another divine spark on it from my channel divinity. It needs to make a constitution saving throw.
J. Constitution. What's the DC?
14.
It does not make it.
Okay, he's going to take 9.
You hold your
Radiant
holy
damage.
symbol out and it explodes and splats back behind against the wall. Just
I don't even flinch.
anything else on
That's
your
all?
turn?
No, that's all.
All right, Centipede
Stand there
D,
tall.
scurries back into the hole that it came from. Gunnar, you're up.
Well, Gunnar's mad that he's like, hey, where are you going? And he'll fine. This one's mine.
Would
He'll
have
run
gotten an
down.
opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Haha.
Perfect. Even gooder.
Even
Gooder for Gunnar.
Gooder for Gunnar. Nope.
All right.
So
So
it's
then
7 plus 5. So that's a nope.
you got to strike and it's just.
14. I guess it'd be if it's 14. I don't know if that's
Well,
enough.
14 does hit.
Okay. Yeah. So 14, and he's gonna. That'll be 13
Nice.
or 12 damage. So it's done, and then on his turn he'll step down and he'll be like 2, and then Gunner's like, or Kid's like no, and then Gunnar will swing it one in front of him here. That's a
That's
19
mine.
plus 7. That's super gonna hit.
Yeah.
Squash.
And that's like 13 more to hit to do it.
Oh,
He's
wow.
like 3.
Yeah, you cut it down.
No, that's crap. And then those two will
So,
yell at each other.
aside from the moldy floor, everything is pretty moist. Now it has bug guts and pieces all over. You gonna crash? What's your plan?
I think
Yeah.
Kithris
We
is gonna
should
look
post
at
it
like
hard.
Time to crash.
there's
Actually,
so many
before
new
we
people
crash.
really quick. Yeah, I was gonna say Kithris is gonna look at like all these new friends and be like,
There was this thing that was Presto Digital something that it will clean stuff. Do you guys do that? Anybody?
No.
No?
Are you talking about
Thaumaturgy?
Yeah, the Presto Digital thing. Yeah, that one.
Presto Digito.
I think thaumaturgy also can help with that.
oh, I don't know. I like Kithris just mostly for flavor. Kithris like if someone can do that and like just clean us some spots. If not, Kithris is also good to crash.
I can't do anything.
I cannot.
Yeah. No.
I was gonna
You
say
can
there's
like
we
clean
have
people, but spaces, I don't know.
I'm going to. So before we sleep here, I was going to do this before the centipedes, but I guess this also works out. Gonna spend. I don't even know if I need to spend 10 minutes doing it, but
If it's a ritual,
I'll
you
just
will.
do it. I don't. Yeah, but I also have it prepared if I want
Oh,
to.
I gotcha.
I'm just gonna cast Augury right now since we've already fought something in here, and I'm gonna receive an omen from Mishakal for an action about the results of a course of an action that I plan to take within the next 30 minutes. So I'm just gonna ask, what are the results if we choose to sleep here, or if I choose to sleep here, I guess. And the omen is either wheel, which is good,
I see it,
woe,
I
which
see
is
it.
bad.
So
or,
you get a
okay.
wheel and woe as the door slams open
Good
and
and
you
bad.
see cultists standing behind it. Who the hell are you? Initiative.
We're
Could
the
still
new
go
guys.
good.
Are you kidding me?
Mishakal warned me
Wait.
of this, so
Good
the door
Lord.
slams open. My
That's
eyes
what
go
he saw,
wide.
or that's what's happening.
Roll initiative. No, this
Oh,
is what's
Jesus.
happening. He only got
Oh.
wheel and woe as a response, like good and bad.
For Gunnar,
Is there any
Gunnar
chance
got
I
a
can
19.
re-roll?
22.
No, we can't. 22. I see that. What did Gunnar get?
Gunnar got a 19. Kithris got like a
I see a 9 for Kithris.
yeah. That's what it was.
All right, let's start it up. Elemier, the door busts open. You see 5 cultists standing there. They are clearly going to know if you're cultists or not.
So
Especially with your holy symbol of
there's no
Kiri-Jolith.
talking them
Mishakal
down.
is
They certainly don't seem like they're willing to listen. They slam it open. Who the hell? What are you doing here? And that's when they're ready to attack once they looked at you guys. Because you guys were making combat noises. You had like an enraged Gunnar, right? I mean, even
True, we
sans
did.
his enragement, just combat itself. It's going to draw people
Yeah.
that are around.
All right. Let's see. I think Elemier is going to cast Bless on everybody in our party, or as many as he can.
What's the limit of what you can do?
I can do, if I cast it at 2nd level, I think I can do 4. Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 1 additional creature.
So I will cast it on Kithris, Garrick, Seto, and Jamna.
Okay. So let's
So-
mark these so we know who has them. So Jamna, Kithris. Who else?
Garrick and Seto.
Garrick. And Sato. All right. So this means whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target adds 1d4 to the attack roll or save. This lasts for up to a minute with concentration. So,
Yeah.
Anything else in your turn?
I might have a bonus action I can do. No, that's all.
Okay. Cultist A goes. He rushes through to Jamna. And he's going to attack. She's like, "No, I'm on your side. Stop, you're making a big mistake."
Wait, could I just say that I
Got the disguise.
could I just say that I moved right behind Jamna?
No. I mean, you would have had to do that on your turn.
It's like we lost Austin.
Oh, do it. Dang it. All right, let me fix the camera.
But if the
here.
cultist is 5 feet away from me, at least I could still attack him if he hits Jamna.
Yeah, and it is. It's that kitty corner space. Okay, so 14 to hit Jamna. Jamna's armor class is 15. So she moves back out of the way really quick as he swings this sword and strikes the wall. Gunnar, you're up.
Gunnar, has it been enough time that I'm still raging, or I'd have to do
No.
a whole new rage?
Yeah.
Whatever. He'll rage again.
That's what brought us to you.
That's what's gonna end your life. And then he will run up and he'll take a swing with his axe. Where did I go? 14 to hit on the first one.
14 hits.
And that'll be 9 damage, and then he'll swing again.
Well, with 9 damage, you cut him down.
Nice.
Perfect. And he'd be like, 1! And Kithra's like, not this again! And then he'll step forward and swing again. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Culty.
Save some for the
That'll
rest.
be 8. I don't think Gunnar's good at sharing.
8
8
damage
damage
on
on the next.
Cultist E. Where is he? You slash into him with your axe, and he just sort of backs up with this line cut across his arm and his stomach, just just freaking out. Anything else on Gunnar?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, Cultist B moves up next to the door. He's going to attack Gunnar. Obviously. 22! Wow! Gunnar takes 4 slashing damage.
What are they fighting with?
And is it just is this just a non-magical weapon?
They're slashing with scimitars, and it is non-magical.
Okay. I've got a running count of his.
And Cultist C moves up and attacks Gunnar as well.
Good thing you're aged.
It only gets a 10, so you sort of move back and he strikes the door frame. Garrick, you're up.
Well, I can't really get through, can I? Because that whole area is jammed up.
Yeah, I need to move Jamna a little bit.
Sorry, Gunnar's not good at sharing, guys. This is why him and Kithras have issues.
Jamna's like, give me a second, I'll move!
Well, there's not really a lot I can do because I can't really.
I shoot past him.
Well, yeah, but I've got 2 weapons in my hand. I'd have to sheathe them both. So
Just
I
wait.
can only
Wait
do
for me
one.
to switch and then room up.
Yeah, I'll wait for her to switch.
All right. Cultist D is standing back. I don't even think he has a ranged weapon. He's like, I'll go get more! And he runs off.
Oh, God.
And then Kithras is up.
All right, so
Do you have to yell, Gunnar, when you get angry? Do you have to yell?
Can't you
We have
internalize
to
it?
find that
for my draconic flight,
Can't you just get
would I be
constipated?
able to jump back out?
We must
to
catch
here.
the fleeing one.
Yeah, that's what he's going to try to do.
So it acts as Dimension Door 3 times a day, but only
Mhm.
60 feet and only yourself.
Yep.
So with Dimension Door, let me look here. It has to be a place you see, or one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating the distance and direction. So how are you traveling there?
So he wants to say out in the hallway outside the door. I guess he's what he wants to do is he wants to get here because he like this
Oh,
guy's
that's too
like
far.
I'm gonna go get help.
Yeah, each of these squares I think is like 20 feet. Yeah.
You can go 60 feet, though, right?
So let's
Yeah,
see.
so I could go through. That's what I'm saying. So because it would be because
Oh.
it's not like it would just be there. Like
walks.
that's within a 60-foot range.
Right.
Even if this is 20, so this would be 20. This would be only 40 to get to outside this door.
Okay,
So he's just
so
trying to pop. in the
you're
hallway
trying to
see.
pop in this hallway somewhere. I need to know the exact spot that you're going to be popping in, because if it's occupied, that's going to be a problem.
He saw this guy run off, and assuming he's gonna want to pop right in front of the door here.
Okay. So you disappear and you reappear right here. You see the cultist right next to you.
I'm going to now kill the cultist.
Get over here.
Yeah.
So that was your bonus action.
It's more
Yep.
like, I'll come over there.
And then, so I'm poisoned, so all my attacks are at disadvantage, aren't they?
Yeah.
13.
13 hits.
Nice. It's 9 damage on the first one. He'll swing again.
9 cuts him down. He stammers and like jumps back as you just materialize in front of him. You slice him down with your massive sword. He falls back against the wall and just drops down, sliding down. There's a blood trail against the wall as he dies.
Perfect. Is this
You
door in
have
front of me
summoned
still
me.
closed?
No, it is open. You see an
I will-
empty hall in front of you.
They
Can
really
I
should have
use
just
the
let
door
us
as
sleep.
an object interaction.
You're all
Doing-
click.
Yep. That'll be. I am comfortable with that being my turn.
Okay. Jamna, she's going to move, withdraw over to here, and now go ahead and go, Garrick. She's like, you got
Okay,
this.
I'll move up and chop him if that's okay. Or I'll
You can do
just
the middle
switch.
one or the. It would be hard to get B, but C or E are pretty much in front of you.
I'll go for the middle one.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
For well, that's gone wrong. All right, sorry, no. For 4.
You slice
damage.
into him, and he screams, dropping to his knees, and drops down to his back, dead. He only had 1 hit
Fine.
point left.
Okay, excellent. I think that's me out of initiative now. So is it?
All right, so then we're looking
Yeah.
at Lucan's turn. Oh, he's gone. Who wants to run him?
I said I'd do it earlier.
Cool. What is he going to do?
I have to see what his moves are.
All right, I'll come back
Yeah,
to you. Oh, well, no, because Sato's next, so, I'll wait.
I don't know if you saw the message out of it. It looks like he lost power. So
Oh, I didn't know.
Oof. That sucks.
All right, this is our chance to kill him when he's not here. Let's do it.
hold
His
on. He's
body-
our only way of sending emails through Mishakal. So let's not
That's
be
true.
too hasty.
The mission net.
Okay.
I mean, you can't really do anything melee, so it's got to be a distance or something. You can see
Okay.
B. C is going to be harder to hit because he's got much more cover.
So he's going to Sacred Flame Cultist B.
All right, is that a dexterity?
Must succeed a dexterity saving throw, which is they must be a dex 14.
They got 13.
Oh.
So we call out to Mishakal, and the light or the sky above him sort of opens almost as if this wormhole. Wind is rushing down, and this beam comes blasting, just and he just screams out, "Ah!" How much damage?
Sacred Flame is 2d8. I'm going to roll it from mine. That is 10 damage.
He annihilates him. His skin is peeling back, and he drops down dead. A little bit of smoke trails coming up from his body. Anything else, Lucan?
Nope, that is an action, and I don't want to waste any of his spells
Right.
for a bonus action, because I don't know if he wants to use them for something or not.
Okay.
For my turn, I'm going to squeeze past.
You can move through friends.
Actually, I need to see how many. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna squeeze past my allies to here, and I'm going to use my hex blade and attack this poor fool.
So you manifest
for
your hex
21.
blade. It like sort of shimmers out from your arm itself and just materializes. You go through and strike in this long arc, leaving this mist of trail behind, and it cuts into him. drops down at 12 damage with a surprised look staring into your eyes and just... Now you got 5 bodies of cultists in the middle of a cultist citadel.
Kithris, no. Kithris has got this. Kithris is like, if from where Sato is saying Kithris, he will see Kithris like dragging this corpse over to this window. Can I shove this out into the window, into the moat where the crocodiles live?
That's more of like
This
an
probably
arrow
will take
slit,
myself.
but you can force it through. Just like
Yep.
squeezing.
We're just gonna
Get the others. Well, the crocodiles will take care
I
of this.
mean, we could take.
The longer you
take
stand, the
their
more you
armor
start
off.
sinking down. You're about a foot deep now.
I
and
don't
it's
think
still
they're wearing armor. But we could take their masks.
So they, let me see.
True.
They're wearing like dragon cult masks, right?
Well, this is the middle
Or-
of the night. They were sleeping. You guys woke them up. Yeah, I
So it's
mean,
on their
they did.
bedside.
They had basically their leather armor on, and that was kind of it. Like they weren't wearing anything. It very much looked like they heard you guys, and they're like, "Oh shit!" Threw on some gear and then ran to wherever you were. And I mean, you surprised them just for being there.
Yeah, Kithris is like,
No, if we just shove him out into the water, the crocodiles will take care of this for us.
Yeah. Elemier grabs the body and goes
I'm
and
going.
shit.
Okay. So
I'm going
so
to
just feeding the
slowly
crocs.
drag a body.
It's like, remember, it's us. Remember us later. We're friends.
We fed you a lot.
I mean, you can dispose. There's 5 of them, so it takes
Yeah.
you about 10 minutes to squeeze them through one at a time and make sure everything's gone. But other than that, it's kind of quiet, and you're hoping that no one else heard or there's no one else around.
yeah, I think once it's done,
With some
Kithris like,
guards sleep.
I heard that they did this in Florida, and that's
how they get rid of them. We'll
What's Florida?
then
Where's Florida?
What's up?
some weird
Florida?
place. Mom used to have the oddest stories. I don't know what to tell you.
It's on the Sword Coast. Somewhere.
Is that the same place they have emails?
I think
Whatever
so.
emails are. Oh my god.
Definitely that same place.
Yeah, I can tell you guys a scary story about a monster called Florida Man.
and we'll tell scary stories while we go to bed.
So I mean, there's leaks in from the walls and stuff. I mean, there's enough, especially with the close of the before you guys fed them to the crocs out through the windows. You could have like chinked up some of the holes and just made this a little bit more livable of a space. But there's blood all over the floors from murdering the cultists.
We got lots of water, right?
Yeah, you can use the
Lash it.
the murky bog water.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah, we'll just try to. I think the bigger thing, I think Kithris will say, let's
Focus on getting the hall cleaned up, and
as long as we can make it not look like there was a murder scene out in the hall, then he's comfortable saying, let's go inside and
Right.
take a long rest.
It's like,
Gosh, I'm just gonna stay in the corner, so no one's gonna bug me, right?
Just the bugs.
The centipedes might.
I think we got that. Anyway, Gunnar, you're a good exterminator. I'll just call on you.
He just smiles and look at Kithris, and I think they're gonna fight over who gets to lean against the door while they sleep to block it. He's like, no, it's mine.
all right.
Yeah.
Kithris.
There's no reason you
mentioned
couldn't
earlier-
take a long rest if that's what you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's the plan.
All right.
Yes, sirree.
So it's now early morning, 8 hours from night. So you can see through the windows that the sun has come out, though it started to rain a bit. It's a little bit cloudy, but the light is still bright enough that everyone can see with the windows and light. I mean, you don't really know anything about this area at all. You pretty well snuck your way in, but now what?
Kithris
question.
will, as we wake up in the morning, he'll go over to Garrick and be like,
hey, can you send Clyde out through the window to go see if he can see stuff? Because, I didn't think we were getting in this far,
And now I don't know what to do.
You
Well,
guys
we have to
hear
go
this
to that-
pounding sound emanating out from the air. Just
Well,
That
that
doesn't
sounds
sound
good.
That's good.
That doesn't sound good. Yeah, I'll send my owl out just to circle round sort of where we are and near to that central keep, just to see if I can see what's in that. See if those guard drakes are still there. See if we
well,
can
how
get
far
out
can it
that
go
way.
from you?
I think I can see through its eyes at a range of, I think it's 120
Like a
feet.
mile.
Yeah, that barely gets you to that first body of water pond to the south or to your west as you're looking at the map. Is not very far at all that you can communicate. But if it's going off all the way to that area with the drakes, it's going to be way outside of your range.
What, where the central keep is, yeah? The 20 foot.
Oh,
yeah,
those
I think
drakes. I see what
these
you're saying.
drakes.
Yeah, those drakes. Yeah. Just
then outside,
there,
okay.
because I know we need to get up that tower, I think, is where their leadership is.
Right.
Yep.
That's what he said. So I just want to see if we can get a clear path, basically.
Yeah, no, it looks like there's tons of people going around.
All right.
All sorts of
Tons.
like standing on two legs people.
Okay. So he'll come back. I'll look at the group. There's loads of people in there now, but we might be able to get through if we can feign ourselves as cult members.
I mean,
Or
can you and Jamna look like Bakali again and maybe go see what you can see our friends?
I think only the Bakali are out at night. Do I see any Bakali there?
In the walkway, yeah.
Or were they all?
In the courtyard, yeah. I don't know if the owl can differentiate like how intelligent it is and how
It's
it can
not that
communicate.
it communicates. It communicates telepathically. I look through its eyes.
Oh, okay.
I
Then
see
yeah, you
what
see
it sees.
pretty much the same situation that you saw before when you were initially entering with frogmen, guard drakes, and Bakali.
All right.
There's
Okay,
also
it's not
humans
changed.
walking around.
All right.
Cultist
Okay,
humans
well-
or
Yeah.
Yeah. So either we can try and disguise ourselves as cultists, maybe go up to their room, nick their stuff.
Can Clyde see what's up at the top of the stairs? I gotta think that's where those other cultists came from. Maybe there's stuff up there we can sneak up and
That
get
is
close.
low.
Aye, sure. I'll get him to fly up the stairs above us to the floor above.
All right. So that
See if
is. At the top of the stairs, you see that there are. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, looking at all these maps is trying to piece them together is kind of not the easiest thing in the world. All right, so right at the top of the stairs there. So basically, you see like mats laying on the ground, as if it's somewhere someone's going to be sleeping or something. They're like these reed mattresses. You saw them all, in the sleeping area of the Bakali outside in the big long houses. So you pretty much know exactly what they are. Let's see. Well, at the top of the stairs, you see 2 doors. Is what you see in there.
Okay. But no bodies, no
Right.
people
No.
milling around.
No.
Okay. So I'll just get it to fly back down to where we are, and I'll tell the guys that we've got a clear shot upstairs. 2 doors, both shut.
Okay.
So we can either go up there and try and steal some stuff, see if they've got anything we can disguise ourselves with.
I think the key here is to act in confidence and just like we belong here.
That
Very
is
well.
true, because that is what got us this far.
Yeah.
Well, I
Well,
guess we
let's
should
go
go.
upstairs.
Let's go.
Let's go
I'm
upstairs.
gonna head out and
Gold.
walk
Where is
upstairs.
gold?
1 second while I switch the map. I'm going to have to add everyone really quick, so. Whoa. Okay, there we go. Jeez. All right, give me a second while I add all of you. So we've got Lucan, Sato, Garrick, Kithris, and then Gunnar and Elemier.
I was trying to talk and realized I was muted. Right before they go up the stairs, Kithris is going to ask Jamna,
You've been following these cult guys for a while. Like, there any helpful information you could give us if we're trying to pretend to be them?
I don't know. Just be yourself. Confidence goes a long way.
this may be the first time anybody's told Kithris to be himself. He's not sure what to do with that information.
What do you mean? All right, so you guys see a door to the north and a door, because now that is oriented north, and a door to the east.
North sounds good to me.
Kithris will stop and listen at the door.
All right, give me a perception check.
I'm going to recast mage armor on myself.
Okay.
I hear wood. It's a door.
Who's behind you? You hear
It's
Garrick
behind.
breathing.
Eric, shut up.
Do you want me to try?
I mean, sure. It's always hard to figure out where to put my head. I don't have earlobes.
Yeah, I hear wood as well. It's a door.
You hear Kithris breathing.
Stop breathing.
What?
This is a no breathe
nothing in
zone,
there.
everyone. Everyone hold your breath.
Can I listen
Why
at
did
the
that
door
fart
too?
again? Oh,
Yeah, who would ever like to? I mean, I don't mind.
All right, I'm gonna cast bless on my or not bless, guidance, and then listen at the door.
Okay.
I'll guide myself to hearing.
Oh man, hold on.
That's fine. Like, that's the best thing is we're all going to
11.
fail this perception check, and it won't matter.
Awesome. You guys
I got
don't
an
hear
11.
anything except for each other's breath.
Seriously, it's just that empty it in.
It might be safe.
Okay, I am not going to open this
That's
door after the last campaign. Nope.
There might be a
I
banshee
am
behind
going
it.
to step aside. The
Step
last time I
aside,
opened a
Red.
door that was totally fine, we TPK'd. So nope.
All right.
Somebody else can do it.
I'm happy
Sato
to
will
do it.
open the door.
Sato
Nice.
opens it. You open it, Sato, and you see an entire empty chamber with a bunch of mats on the ground. Let's see. You see simple belongings, including cultist masks, and a small stone hearth.
I'm going to go in and I'm going to start tossing everyone a cultist mask.
There's only 5 of them.
Oh, you didn't put Jamna on this map either.
Intentionally.
Kithris might not need a mask.
Yeah, Kithris says you guys are is like you hand Kithris a mask. He's like,
yeah, I'm pretty sure that this says cultist way more than whatever you guys got going on. So
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That is valid.
And about now,
Yeah.
you're
Is there
noticing, wait a
anything
second,
And-
Jamna's not here.
That damn little gnome.
I bet she just like charged into a room somewhere and is wishing we were following her.
Perhaps she's creating a diversion for us. I doubt it.
Let's hope so.
Is there
Probably
anything
creating
else?
a division, but not for
Which
us,
is being a double agent.
perhaps.
Well, I was pretty sure we were dead last night, so I mean, we're living on borrowed time.
Is there? Kithris wants to kind of quickly, like, in addition to the mask, is there anything else that looks useful in this room?
No, just simple belongings like a comb
Okay.
or stuff like that.
I mean, did the cultists have like robes or anything that they wore, or was it just masks?
No, it was masks and their leather armor.
Okay.
Did you say that there was a stone slab or something in the room?
No, it's like a little hearth that provides a little
hearth.
bit of warmth.
Okay. So I'm going to go out this door and listen in to the other door.
Give me a perception check. Perception.
Some perception, please.
That is 11.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
I will open the door in full confidence, but not loudly.
There you go.
All right. You open the door
Oh god.
and you see pretty much an empty
That is the
chamber.
right response.
A bunch of reed mats on the ground. In this case, there's 7 of them. Simple belongings on the ground as well. And sort of a shared stone hearth that goes between this room and the other room. This is clearly just somewhere where people sleep.
Well, I guess.
Is there one
back-
extra cultist mask on the ground?
No, not at all.
Okay.
You can tell the 5
That is
cultists
quite-
that you guys fought were definitely from the room that you just came out of. Because there was 5 mats and 5 masks.
Now that means the people in this room didn't give a single rat's A. Well,
Or-
it doesn't seem like there's anything else up here.
Yeah.
No.
Right,
It would also
So there
indicate
is
that
the
those
stairs
are
do
out
go
of
up to the
room.
3rd. I'm sorry, what was that? I was talking over you.
Sorry, I was saying it would also indicate that those cultists are not in the room at the moment.
Right.
And are active.
All right, boys, 50-50 up or down.
I
We already know it's down. Let's go up.
Yeah, I vote up.
All right, let me
Okay.
change the map real quick. We're going to be doing this a
We're gonna
lot
put
as
the
we go
name
up and
through all
down.
the paces.
What's that?
We're just gonna put Adam through his paces. We're like, all right, switch again.
Well, once I have all your tokens on here, it won't be a big deal.
You know, as soon as we get up to the top of the stairs, we're just gonna go back down. Right now.
Everyone, make sure you speak with animal, speak with plant. And-
Gunnar, Garrick, Sato, and Elemier.
Everything that makes a creature or living thing speak, and then ask for its name.
What are
This
you
isn't a
talking about?
Feywild campaign. Names don't have any power here.
No, but it still has to. He
Alright,
still has
so
to create a name on
actually-
the fly.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so you
Where are your
crawl up
parents from?
to this level, and you actually see another set of mats on the floor. This time there are 6 of them. Let's see. I'm sorry, there's not mats here. The chamber contains 3 stools, 3 writing desks. Is this 3T? Yeah, this is 3T. We're not in T yet. We're in R. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, so there are 6 mats on the floor. Otherwise, the chamber is empty. You see that there's little wooden trunks at the head of the reed mattresses. And 3R also has a small hearth providing meager warmth. And then there's a door to the north and to the east.
We'll let Gunnar listen at the north door this time. What's his perception? Also a +2.
Should we investigate the little chests?
I think so.
Gunnar hears Kithris breathing.
Elemier will walk over and look at the containers, the chests.
Ithra's just whispering.
3R.
What do you hear?
Here, Gunnar, shut up. No, seriously, what are you
So
doing?
you
Be
basically just
quiet.
see like small personal belongings just random stuff, nothing of significance.
Okay.
Is there more stairs up, or are we at the top level?
This is the top.
This is the top. Okay. Kithris will listen at this other door here and see if we hear anything, which no one can roll a perception check here. Nope. I hear Gunnar.
This place is silent.
So quiet here. It's serene and peaceful. I mean, are we here to rifle through other people's stuff, or are we trying to,
What
take out
are you
the way.
trying to do? I think is an interesting question.
We don't
We're
know.
just trying to find the way.
Trying to make sure that we're
I'm pretty
not
sure
get
that the
where
players
Garrick's
have
going.
week
We're getting
time.
a layout of what's around us so that we could know what areas are safe and what are not.
Right.
Hey, Garrick, have you been counting how many beds there are?
Too many.
Maybe
yeah, more than 10.
Fair.
There's more than 10. More than I've got fingers.
Minus the 5 that have permanently retired last night.
Well, that's you guys now. Let's hope you're
Yes.
supposed to be AP duty or something.
Okay, I'm going to open the north door confidently but quietly.
Okay.
If anybody asks where the new recruits, well, we have masks though. I don't know if new recruits would have masks.
So as you open it up, you see that a
Hide
portion
your holy
of the
symbols
roof. Go ahead.
that aren't the Dragon Queen. And Lucan is going to tuck his Mishakal symbol away.
Well, Elemir's
we'll
going
make
to have
some
to cover
effort.
his armor, right?
I would think Elemier would probably have taken like a rag and just like a blanket and just like wrapped it around himself
Here's a cloak.
Make sure
or that.
So as you
We'll
open
make him
this
a
door, you see a portion of the roof in the northwest wall has collapsed in this chamber. So it's clearly not used for anything.
Okay.
As you
There's nothing
stare
inside.
out, you see the central tower to the northeast, featuring gargoyles at the very top. And it looks like some sort of like dome or something on the top as well.
Right.
Kithris will open this door in front of him here. Same thing, kind of just quietly and.
So
All
it
right, let's
seems
find out
like
what's in that
the
one.
cultists are dramatic.
So the six cult. I'm sorry. Blah blah blah. This chamber is for studying spell books and for practicing magical craft. The chamber consists of 3 stools, 3 writing desks, and a basin of water.
Are there any books?
Hey, there's magic stuff in here.
There are no books, just the tables. You can see that there's like scorch marks on the wall, and
Oh, it's like this is where they train. Okay.
Oh,
Kithris-
that is a mighty fine table.
I think
All
Elemier
right.
would want to take a closer look.
Yeah, I think Kithris will like probably try to get everybody to come inside and close the door, just so we can like try to have a conversation that's not going to be
Yeah.
overheard by anyone. To be like,
All right. So in 2 weeks' time, we need to figure out what we're doing in this place.
I think Kithris is just trying to like
Okay, this tower's empty. It looks like everybody sleeps here. I guess we have to go back downstairs.
and maybe that's a good place to call it. And then we'll have a confab in the next 2 weeks here.
sounds good.
We'll
All right.
figure out what we're doing.
Well, thank you guys for joining in the session, and that's going to wrap up session 20 of our Dungeons & Dragons 2024 Tyranny of Dragons actual play. Huge thanks to the players for making it such a great session. For all of you watching, what do you think of this adventure thus far? What do you think about the players sneaking in, and where do you think Jamna went? Drop a comment below or email me at info@dealsaga.com. I'd love to hear from you. I would like to take a moment and remind you to subscribe to this YouTube channel, Ring the bell to get notified about upcoming videos, and click the like button. It all goes to help other Dragonlance fans learn about this channel and its content. Thank you to creator patron Aaron Hardy, producer patron Azrael, developer patrons Chris Androu and Sam Ruiz, and all of the YouTube members. This channel is all about celebrating the wonderful world of DragonLance Saga, and I hope you'll join in that celebration. Thank you for watching. For everyone here, my name is Adam with DragonLance Saga, and until next time, Sludge of R.